New head coach Dave Doran and his Huskies are coming off a big victory. And today's game features two of the most potent offenses in the MAC. Led by senior quarterback Chandler Harnish, the Huskies will try and make it 13 in a row at home. Western Michigan and Northern Illinois lock horns next.
Everybody having a festive party atmosphere on a homecoming weekend in DeKalb, Illinois. Brigham Field at Husky Stadium, the site. It's a Mid-American Conference showdown between the Western Michigan Broncos and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Good afternoon. Alongside former college coach Bob Kamel, I'm David Kaplan. And Bob, we got two teams with high-powered offenses. It's a windy day. Yes, it's a sunny day. But the offenses could be affected by the weather here today.
I don't think there's any question we're dealing with two outstanding quarterbacks. Alex Carter from Western Michigan, Chandler Harnish from Northern Illinois. Both are prolific throwers, prolific passers, great quarterbacks. But the fact of the matter is, both teams will have to be able to run the football today. The wind will be a factor.
All right, now Jordan White may be the best receiver in the Midwest. He's an outstanding threat. Great after he catches the ball with picking up runs after the catch. He's got 10-plus catches, 100-plus yard games, 4 straight weeks.
David, he's not only one of the best wide receivers in the Mid-American Conference, he's one of the best wide receivers in the United States all across college football. He's actually a sixth-year young guy who had 2 knee surgeries but is making a remarkable comeback physically, and with all the experience he has, he's something special.
All right, now Chandler Harnish is the guy who drives the Northern Illinois offense. Senior quarterback with NFL aspirations that are legitimate.
David, as you well know, the Mid-American Conference has a history of sending quarterbacks to the National Football League. I think I can say with confidence that Chandler Harnish one day will play on Sunday. Great arm, great leadership, very athletic, gets the team into the right plays, and when he takes off with that football, that's like a fullback going down the field.
All right, Northern Illinois and Western Michigan are going to lock horns in a doozy of a MAC matchup. Sit back, relax. It's a college football Saturday. It's straight ahead on CSN.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
NIU fans, when you enter the Village Commons bookstore, you're entering Husky Country. VCB is the official site for NIU athletics, featuring the NIU Husky logo on a wide range of hats, t-shirts, shorts, sweats, and NIU logo gifts and accessories. Whether you're a student, graduate, or fan of NIU athletics, the Village Commons bookstore is your official Husky headquarters. Visit us at the stadium on game day or at our store in DeKalb at 901 Lucinda or on the web at www.vcbs.com.
Cold drinks, great food. O'Leary's has it. A place full of people you know and people you're about to meet. Friends and future friends. So pull up a chair, grab a drink and dig in. You're at O'Leary's in downtown DeKalb. Welcome home.
Northern Illinois University football is brought to you by NIU College of Business, where the classroom meets the business world. Bright Start College Savings Program, a smart way to save for college. Remax Catherine Gannon. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. O'Leary's Restaurant Group. Village Commons Bookstore, home for all your Husky gear. And Frontier Communications, the official telecommunications company of NIU Athletics. Brigham Field at Husky Stadium. It's homecoming weekend, a nice crowd on hand. Everybody in a very upbeat mood here, Bob, as they are looking to get Northern Illinois football off to a real rousing start here against Western Michigan. Let's go down to the field. Third member of our crew is Luke Stuckmeyer with head coach Dave Dorn. Luke?
All right, thank you very much, Cap. Here with head coach Dave Dorn. Coach, defense has been an issue part of this season, but last week an outstanding effort, and there's a great offensive team on the other side of the ball. How important is your defense today in this game?
The defense is always important. You know, obviously today there's two great offenses playing, and whoever stops the other offense the most is going to have an upper hand for sure.
Is there something you guys are going to try to do defensively to slow them down a little bit?
We've got to be disciplined in our rush lanes. We need to know where Jordan is for them, number 83 at all times. He's a great receiver. And we just got to do a good job getting our hands up and making this wind our friend today.
Good luck, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Cap, they held them to under 70 yards last week. Huskies would love to do that again today.
All right, thank you, Luke. And Luke will be roaming the sideline all afternoon long. Time now for our Tool Time Rentals, Tools for Success. Tool Time Rentals, proudly serving the DeKalb County area for more than 17 years. Take us through the tools for success.
Well, I don't think there's any question, David. Both teams are going to have to be able to run the football today, with the wind being the factor that it is. From the Broncos side, they have to have a great kicking game. Make Chandler Harnish play on a long field. He's got quick strike ability. He's a great athlete, throws the football well, and runs the football well. From the Husky side, they have to contain Jordan White. As we mentioned on the open, David, perhaps one of the best wide receivers in the country today. You can't stop him. You have to control him.
NIU football presented by the NIU College of Business, where the classroom meets the business world. All right, we are ready for some football. Crowd is into it. Deep men for Western Michigan will be Dervon Wallace, number 30, catching that ball, and he immediately puts it on the ground. Now he'll bring it out, and he will just about get back to the 20-yard line. Hayes over to make the hit. Marky Hayes, and we are ready for Northern's defense and Western Michigan's offense, Bob.
Right now, it's critically important for Northern Illinois to come in here and get a good stop, 3 and out if they can, and then start to move the football, stay with things that are good for them. Big stop for them. From Western side, okay, you've got the wind at your back, and now you start throwing the football immediately. Look for Jordan White, get into a rhythm, and let Alex Carter just lead this team the way he has so well all year.
Alex Carter going to throw on first down, completes a pass, and it will be good for about a gain of 9. A quick behind the line toss. Really does a nice job there, Alex Carter. Just catch and go.
That play, we see that play all over college and professional football. It's basically an elongated handoff.
Ansel Ponder made the catch and was run out of bounds. Second and about a yard, we'll call it. Ponder going to go out of the gun on second down. Going to throw, looking, throws, finds his man. It's Jordan White. It's enough for a first down. Jordan Delegal over to make the tackle. Look at the Husky starters on the D-line. That 4-man front up there with Progar, the real beast. You see on the end, there's the linebackers. We just mentioned Delegal made the tackle, the man that makes it go. Schiller in the middle. Melvin Durante, Bright Star College Savings Program. Starting lineups, a smart way to save for college. Carter looking, flush, gonna run. Carter dives across the 45, and it will be short of another first down by about 2 yards. Jamal Bass, number 6, came up and made the hit.
David, here's a great example of a pass rush that comes out on the perimeter. If there's no push in the middle, it gives a quarterback the opportunity to just take that football and go right up the field. A lot of times the middle, the push that you get on the center or the guards is just as important, if not more important, than the rush that comes up from the perimeter.
Empty backfield. Carter barks out the play. And now we have a false start penalty, I believe, coming up on Western Michigan.
Offense, false False start, number 65. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Millie Italia. A little bit of a flinch. You see it right there, and there comes the flag. Surprised that nobody on the D-line reacted to it.
It is a bit surprising.
The official did. Same play call, it appears. Carter with an empty backfield. Carter looking, throws, and it is broken up. Really nice job defensively by Pat Schiller, the middle linebacker.
Great reaction by Pat Schiller here. Gets into his pass drop, reads the eyes of the quarterback, comes up, makes the play. Just gets a hand in it, but that's all it takes. Excellent job. Great job. You know, he's from Geneva High School right down the road here. And if you remember the outstanding linebacker that Northern Law had years ago, Rob Wazinski, Rob's his coach. I guarantee you he came here knowing a little bit about inside linebacker play. You know, and getting back to Schiller here, David, here's a great example of recruiting athleticism. Schiller was not only an outstanding inside linebacker at Geneva High School, he was also an outstanding running back. And that athleticism from the running back position translates into defensive athleticism in a really, really positive way.
All right, a timeout on Northern Illinois. 3rd and 6, so a real big play here early because you get a chance to get the football back if you can make a play defensively. So a 3rd and 6 situation after the timeout. We'll see what Western does. They're throwing the football. They're trying to test the wind here early.
Well, one of the things right now from a defensive standpoint that you're thinking 3rd and 6 early in the game. Do you blitz? Do you bring heat? You try to get him into that 4th down situation, or you don't take the chance. Again, as you mentioned, Carter has the wind at his back. And if he's going to throw the football downfield, this is the time to do it.
All right, he's got one running back this time. Brian Fields, number 20, redshirt sophomore out of Newcastle, Delaware. He's going to go out of the gun again, barking out signals, and Carter's ready. Carter's going to run out of the Wildcat. Carter's got a first down and more. Carter knocked out of bounds. Stone came over and made the hit. Demetrius Stone, number 19. Real nice play call, and another first down for the Broncos.
Absolutely. Northern Illinois blitzed from the field that time. They brought the strong safety from the field. He came from the opposite side where Carter ran. And I really believe Carter, that he audibled that when he saw that heat coming that way. Good athleticism. I mean, he's a big kid. He's 6 feet 2 inches tall, 224 pounds.
First running play, Fields right up the gut. Fields rips off a chunk of yardage, and that will be a good gain of about 7. In fact, they're going to call it a gain of 9. Let's look at when we get a moment, we'll show you the matchup. Here it is from last year. The Huskies getting a late touchdown, harnessed to the air, touchdown NIU. And then an interception seals the deal right here as they pressure Carter. That ball is picked off, ball game over. Back to live action. Fields will move the sticks. Gain of about 2.5, maybe 3. Another Bronco first down.
Well, right now, when you see the Broncos' ability to run the football, they're running it right into the heart of the Husky defense. One of the byproducts of this is the play-action pass. You set up that running game, you start running the football well, that play-action pass will wreak havoc on the defense.
Western Michigan, a series lead between the two teams, members of the Mid-American Conference. White man in motion. Carter looking. Carter flush. Carter tackled and going down. Pat Schiller, the middle linebacker, came roaring into the backfield and makes the sack.
This is a delayed blitz. Schiller waits until all of the offensive linemen have engaged their blocks. So he comes through unaccounted for. Because he waited, the running back to the side did not think he was coming. He got out into the pattern. He came late and made the play.
2nd and 21, a loss of 11. Carter looking, has some time. Carter flush, dumps it off, finds his man Fields, and he will be knocked down right around the 28-yard line.
Fields does an outstanding job here of keeping his eyes on Carter. Carter gets flushed. The one thing a well-coached wide receiver will do, when the quarterback flushes out of the pocket, he will mirror him. And watch him. See, slides over, gives him a nice point of vision. A well-coached running back.
Deshane Durant made the tackle. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 after a 12-yard gain. Carter operating out of the shotgun. Looks, fires, throws. It's broken up. Really nice defense by Jimmie Ward, the sophomore safety out of Mobile, Alabama. And it'll bring up a 4th and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Great break on the football. Same deal. You get into your back pedal, you see the ball being thrown, no extra steps. Plant and go.
Senior John Potter, a very accomplished kicker, will try a 45-yard field goal. Spot will come right at the 35 on the left hash. Kick is up, and it is good. 45 yards downwind. And he knocks it through, and Western Michigan on the board first. It's 3-0 Broncos. We'll talk about that drive, get Bob's thoughts on NIU's offense as they will go on the attack when we come back. 3-0 Western Michigan. You're watching NIU and Western Michigan.
I'm in the honors program here at NIU. The Honors House is a place where honors students can live together. I lived in the Honors House as a freshman, so I got to meet people right off the bat. I was with students who were in the same kinds of classes as me. So living in the Honors House just meant I had that group to start off with. Living with other honors students made all the difference in my experience, so why go anywhere else?
Northern Illinois University. Learning today.
Leading tomorrow.
Hey Husky fans, shop online for all the latest Husky merchandise at niubookstore.niu.edu. We carry the best brands: Gear, Jansport, Russell, Vantage, Zephyr, and more. Shop any of our 3 locations: the Home Student Center, the Convocation Center, and our newest location at the Barcema Alumni and Visitor Center. Open 3 hours before game time for every home game. For the best Husky gear selection and prices, stop by today or shop online at niubookstore.niu.edu. That's niubookstore.niu.edu.
The broadcast rights for this event have been granted to Comcast Sportsnet by Northern Illinois University. Any reproduction, rebroadcast without the express written consent of Comcast Sportsnet and NIU is strictly prohibited. Brought to you by the law office of Amato and Sheen. Huskies looking to get the football back. And Bobby C., when you look at that drive for Western Michigan, pretty impressive.
Well orchestrated drive. Great play calling, mixed it up well. The fact of the matter is, what really surprises me is the ability of Western Michigan to run the football early in the game. Did a nice job, took the football right up the field. Carter, as I mentioned before the game, he's athletic. He gets his team into the right play and showed a little more athleticism than I actually anticipated from him early on. You know, David, the win factor in this stadium is really, it's really unusual. I mean, if you look when that field goal was kicked, it looked like the wind was to the kicker's back, and yet from that end of the stadium, the wind was crosswise, and it's because of the configuration of the stadium. There's certain pockets here.
Football is on the ground, and let's see who's got it.
I think it's the Huskies' ball.
Perez Ashford is the man that put it on the turf. Very windy day. We talked about that at the start, and it will be the Huskies football. He never was able to show any ball security.
That's the same deal again. Let's watch it. This is again is with the wind. The ball just dropped straight down. The same way that field goal did just as it got through the uprights. Because the wind on that side, if you can believe it, is blowing from left to right, and on this side from right to left. And as I mentioned before, because of the open ends and the configuration of the stadium, this is going to be an interesting afternoon for these the kicking game as well as the passing game as we progress.
But again, Ashford, man on the spot to come up with that football. Harnish throws on first down. He was looking for more. It is incomplete. Martell Moores, we look for the Northern Illinois offense, brought to you by Bright Start College Savings Program. Harnish at quarterback. There's that big offensive line anchored by the man in the middle, Weddich. He is a stud at over 300 pounds. There's the backs and receivers. Nathan Palmer, number 81, one of the go-to guys.
Nice play-action job there by Chandler Harnish. Froze those linebackers and gave Jack Marks the ability to tight end to get behind the linebackers, and good pitch and catch right there.
Demetrius Petway came over and made that tackle for Western Michigan. As you look at their defense, again brought to you by Bright Start. Zajac, one of the main men on the Western Michigan defense. The Huskies be able to pick up about 2 here.
We mentioned that offensive line from Northern Illinois. David, they average 299 pounds in weight and average about just a shade over 6 feet 4 inches tall. And they played together for a long time, and that is so critically important, more so than any other team group on the field, whether it be wide receivers, running backs, this and that. Offensive line, when they play together after a while, I mean, my goodness, it's like I know you love baseball, my friend. It's like a guard and a tackle become a shortstop and a second baseman. You don't even have to look to see where the ball is going to be thrown because you know it's going to be there.
Harnish keeps it. It picks up maybe 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. I want to ask you when we get a moment, Northern Illinois going with the no huddle, how hard that will be on a defense later in the football game.
Guys got to back up. Come on now, behind the guy.
Harnish surveys the scene, looks, he's going to keep it again. Harnish going to run. Harnish going to move the sticks. A real solid run by the quarterback, Chandler Harnish. This year, all field goals kicked by the Huskies are being renamed as food goals. During this game and every game the Huskies play this regular season, the Elburn Cooperative Company will make a donation of $50 to a local food pantry for every field goal kicked by NIU. Keep watching for all Elburn Coop food goals. The Elburn Co-op. Thank you for your sponsorship. Lynch now in the Wildcat for Northern Illinois, makes a man miss, drags a tackler inside the 30-yard line. Wiggins came over and made the hit. Real nice trickeration from NIU.
I mean, credit the left side of the NIU offensive line along with tight end Jack Marks. They just literally collapsed down the Western Michigan defense to the inside, get Harnish out to the outside. Jack Marks, nice block by that tight end.
Jordan Lynch now at quarterback. Jordan Lynch going to keep it, and this time Western Michigan Johnny on the spot. Not much of a gain for number 6, Jordan Lynch, and Harnish back in the football game.
You know, we talk about the no huddle. One of the things that it really affects from a defensive side of the football is the ability to substitute with personnel packages. There's just really no time to do it.
Daniels in at tailback, Harnish operating out of the gun. Harnish spins, looks, goes down the field, throws, and just misses his man at the 4-yard line. He was looking for Nathan Palmer. He had him. He just didn't get the football there. The wind can be a factor there, correct?
I don't think there's any question, David. The wind brought the ball down. His shoulders are squared up. Look at that arm strike, right? Ball just drops. Just flat out drops. Wide receivers coming in that direction are going to have to overplay the football, anticipating that the wind is going to knock it down.
Hopkins, the single back set for NIU. Harnish wants to keep, trying to turn the corner, and he is going to get absolutely nothing. He may have lost some. We'll see where they spot it.
This was great pursuit by the Bronco defense. And a great defense is pursue well. And what is great pursuit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes 7, 8 defenders on the ball. That is great pursuit. The hallmark of any great defense is pursuit.
It's a 4th and 12. They'll call it a loss of 2 on 4th down with the wind into their face, making it a very, very tough kick. Rather than punt, NIU will go for it here. Senior quarterback Chandler Harnish, one of the better signal callers in the country, throws, and he's got his man. Move the sticks. Big gain NIU. They're in the red zone at the 6.
As a football coach, as an offensive coordinator, you have to have great optimism. You have to have great confidence in this young man. That was zone coverage. He found just a little bit of a soft spot in the zone.
Deron Brown made the catch. NIU in the hurry-up goes right back to work. They run the football with Jasmine Hopkins. He's out of Stanley, North Carolina, 5'9", 180-pound senior. And it will be a 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line after a gain of about 1. Toss to the end zone. It's intercepted. Poorly thrown ball, intercepted for Western Michigan. They will have it at their own 10. Doug Wiggins picked it off, but that was an absolutely terrible throw to nobody.
Big-time play by Doug Wiggins. Very atypical of Chandler Harnish.
We will look at that interception when we come back. That one Chandler Harnish wants back. Nobody there to catch it except a Bronco.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
Waiting for the holidays to get a great deal on a new phone? Well, the wait is over. Switch to US Cellular today and choose from a great selection of phones, all free. Whether you talk, text, or surf, you'll find the phone you've been thinking about. Give yourself an early gift this year. Go online or visit a US Cellular store today to switch for free and be with the happiest customers in wireless.
Play Powerball from the Illinois Lottery on Wednesdays and Saturdays for a chance at life-changing jackpots. And don't forget your Power Play. Imagine what you could do with the current Powerball jackpot. Available at your lottery retailer.
With Cash Spectacular from the Illinois Lottery, there won't be just one millionaire. We're talking 25 millionaires. Cash Spectacular, 25 millionaires, one game. Now that's spectacular.
There's the man of the moment with the interception, Doug Wiggins. The DeKalb Public Library proud to celebrate the Big Read 2011. This year's featured book is the crime novel, The Maltese Falcon, one of Coach Camel's favorites by Dashiell Hammond. The library holding events throughout the county in October, giving away copies of the book, so please visit their website at dkpl.org for more information.
What was that book that I left?
The Maltese Falcon. Now, watch Chandler Harnish. There is no way he can complete that pass.
The only thing I can think of, David, is you watch the trajectory of that football. I think it slipped out of his hand. Well, he was under pressure. I don't think there's any question he was under pressure. But a situation like that, right there, either tuck the ball and run or take the sack. I hate to say it. But I would have expected that Northern Illinois play calling would have been a little bit more conservative in the red zone.
Carter back to work. Carter going to throw on first down. There's the wide receiver screen again. Finds his man Jordan White. Second catch of the day. And White gets him some breathing room out to the 16-yard line.
You know, we talk about no huddle. Broncos come right back with the same deal. No huddle on their side. One of the problems with the no huddle is if your linemen get down in the three-point stance, and they're in a three-point stance for a long period of time, play after play after play, it starts to wear on them.
Carter under center. We've seen a lot of shotgun from him early. Carter fakes, play action, looks, dumps, throws a screen pass, has his man, and he will be shepherded out right around the 23-yard line. Should be enough for a first down for the Broncos. Antoine Scriven, the man that made the catch. Jamal Bass on the hit.
Great job there with the play action fake, coming back in the opposite direction. I mean, and again, when you see a quarterback that does the little things right, just the, faking and footwork and all those things, you've got a special guy. They're a well-coached quarterback.
Fields and Scriven. Fields the tail of the tandem. Takes the handoff. Haven't run it much today, Western Michigan. They do there, and they'll pick up 2 yards on first down. 2nd and 8 at the 23. Frontier Communications is the official telecommunications company of NIU Athletics.
Nice crowd here today, Dave.
Great crowd. A lot of red for homecoming. Again, Scriven and Fields, I formation. Fields, tail of the tandem. Play action, Carter going down the field, throws and misses his man. He was looking for 83, White, his top target. He's got 2 catches already, and if you're just joining us, 4 consecutive weeks he's gone over 100 yards, 4 consecutive weeks, 10+ catches.
3 times named the West Division Mid-American Conference Player of the Week. You know, it really shows where orthopedic care has come from over the years. This young man had 2 severe knee injuries, and this is his 6th year, and playing the way he is and as healthy as he is, that's a real tribute to the medical profession.
Carter on 3rd and long. Carter looking, stands in, has time, and it is, could be an interception. What are they going to call it? Incomplete. Nearly picked off. Ball was batted around, but it did hit the deck. Take a look again as it was Melvin, number 11, had a shot at it. There you see it hit the turf.
There's a really good look at this. Great camera work. Great camera work.
Just a hair behind Jordan White, which made it tough, and he got a hand on it. That's sometimes the more dangerous part. Huskies get the football back for their 2nd possession. Driving punt. Ashford touched it. We'll see who they give it to. What are they going to say? It's Western Michigan football. That is the 2nd time NIU has had problems on a kick.
That was an outstanding special teams play.
Selikar, there's the muff right there by Pervez Ashford. Pervez Ashford boots it. It goes right off his fingertips. And there is the scoop. And Western Michigan is back in business. Salazar with the recovery.
You know, and again, I don't want to just continuously be redundant and talk about the win. The win factor right there. That's where the special teams coaches have to talk to the punt returns and say, look, if you're not going to field it clean, don't field it at all.
Carter with an I formation backfield finds White, and he is drilled immediately, gain of 1. It's a big opportunity for Western Michigan. Northern Illinois has got to stiffen here defensively.
Nice.
Pick up their special teams problem.
Nice play by the corner there, Rashawn Melvin. Young guy to walk. Keegan, Illinois. Open field tackling. You get athletic guys that can tackle in the open field. You make those guys corners. Open field tackling is a dying art.
Carter barking out signals. Carter looks like he's changing the play at the line. He's going to throw. He's got time. He fires it complete. He was looking for Ansel Ponder. Ponder could not make the catch. We have a penalty marker on the play.
May have been offside.
Chop block.
Chop block.
They're going to get Western Michigan on a block below the waist.
I'm for this. I'm for being conservative with this call.
Prevent knee injury.
Absolutely. Absolutely, David.
NIU leads the MAC in points per game, 37.7, but have allowed...
Offense, number 65 and 67. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
They've allowed the 2nd most points, though, 34.7. Let's take a look right there at the illegal blocks. There's the chop right there. 67 is the man. 65 engaged. 67 went low. Now, you are allowed one-on-one to cut a guy at the line, but when it's dual like that is the penalty.
It can't do it. As soon as the defender is engaged by a blocker, it's all off unless it's above the waist.
NIU leads the MAC in yards per game, 447, allowed the second most, though, at 427. So problems defensively for the Huskies. Carter looking, throwing, and it's dropped. He had his man. It was his best target, Jordan White, and he simply dropped the football.
Here's a great example, David. You've heard me talk about this time and again. A great wide receiver catches the football with his eyes initially, then his hands. Just that one, fraction of a second, as he looked to see where his running lane was going to be after the catch, caused him to drop the football. Again, unlike him totally. Big third down play.
Third and 24 for Western Michigan, going in reverse after the fumble punt. Carter stands in, looks, throws. He's got his man White. Same exact play. They will pick up a chunk of yardage. It will be a 4th and 4.5 situation. Gain of nearly 20.
Just a little crossing route to the inside, beating the zone coverage. Excellent job by Alex Carter, leading him past the first defender, but not leading him so far that he would go into the next defender on the field, the inside linebackers. Good
John
throw,
Potter
good route.
In again to try another field goal. Potter, a very strong leg. This one will be closer. This will come from the 28, a 38-yard kick. Snap, set, sails through the uprights, and a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. May have been running into the kicker, and if it is, it's a first down.
If Carter had a striped shirt on, he'd be making the signal as he is right there.
Yes, he would. There you go. You see Potter on the ground, waiting for official word. But it looks like the Western Michigan offense is going to go back on the field.
The foul on the play is running into the kicker. Defense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. The kicking team has elected to take the penalty, which will result in a first down. The score is nullified after the penalty. First down. Clock's.
But again, Bob, you have Northern Illinois with a problem on a kickoff, a fumble on a punt, and now running into the kicker, which is giving them a chance to get 7 rather than 3.
David, early on in the game, we discussed special teams, how critical special teams would be today. And I don't think there's any question for a multitude of reasons, not the least of which the weather, obviously, in field position. I'll tell you, Carter to White, that is a great combination. I can assure you on that third down, Carter didn't look anywhere else.
Carter, 6'2", 224, strong kid, junior out of Shawnee Mission Northwest, Shawnee, Kansas. He looks, dumps it off, and misses his running back. He was looking for Scriven. Antoine Scriven is a sophomore out of Inverness, Florida.
Just a little dump pass. Again, I call these elongated handoffs. I mean, rather than turn around, toss the ball, you've got the guy out in the flat. It's the same thing. The effect is the same. What it does, though, is gets the ball on the perimeter a lot faster. You really don't see those old Green Bay sweeps anymore the way we had in the past, because defenses have caught up to them from a physical standpoint. These big defensive linemen, they run like linebackers now.
Carter under center most of the time today from the gun. He gives to Fields. Fields makes a man miss. Fields up the sideline. Pretty nice run. That Northern Illinois had a shot in the backfield at him. But Brian Fields able to pick up. Probably going to spot him about 5 yards.
This is a fundamental stretch play. Watch to the right of your screen. All the offensive linemen take off to their left. They just want to engage one defender and then let the running back make the cut off of any and all of them possible.
91, Anthony Wells, the man who missed in the backfield, had a shot at the ankles. Hand off to Fields. Fields turns the corner and he's drilled. Absolutely level. Durant on the tackle. Fields was the man who was hit. Watch Durant come rolling over and just blow him up. Real nice job.
Big time
by Durant.
Play. Now, I was going to mention this to you early on. We got into the next play. Taking points off the board early in the game.
Do you agree with it?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, with the way the special teams are going right here, I don't know.
Potter, a 30-yard attempt. Yes, got it. And it is good. So the Broncos come up with 3 more off the NIU turnover. They have a 6-0 lead, 2:20 to go. First quarter at Brigham Field at Husky Stadium in DeKalb.
After retirement, hip pain made it difficult for me to enjoy golf. Then Dr. Jane told me about the Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital.
Joe had extensive arthritis of his hip, and he was a great candidate for total hip replacement. The day after surgery, Joe was walking with assistance. 3 weeks later, he was walking on his own.
Now I'm walking the course again with my friends and enjoying the activities I love.
The Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital. More active, less limits.
These obstacles are a challenge for any driver. But for the driver of a Lexus IS 250, the real challenge is doing it backwards. This is class-leading turning radius. This is precision you can feel. This is the Lexus IS. See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
We are back at Brigham Field at Husky Stadium. Bob Kamel, David Kaplan, and Luke Stuckmeyer with you. Tickets for NIU basketball are on sale now. For just $30, fans can purchase a value pack, which includes 10 general admission tickets for any 2011-12 regular season men's or women's home game. The Husky basketball value pack. 10 tickets, just $30. For more information, NIUHuskies.com.
What a great basketball venue. That new field house they have here.
Convocation Center is gorgeous. Absolutely. They have a brand new coach, Mark Montgomery, coming in from Michigan State, where he was the associate head coach to the legendary future Hall of Famer Tom Izzo. So a lot of enthusiasm for Husky basketball. All right, the Huskies have had problems fielding kicks. Tommy Lee Lewis is deep, along with Perez Ashford, who fumbled the last time on a punt. So coach staying with his man, showing faith. Let's see what the Huskies can do. They've handled a punt and a kick and have fumbled both. They recovered the kickoff after the fumble, but they did not handle the punt.
Wind blows the tee off, the ball off the tee. The official calls for someone to come up and hold the football. I notice your enthusiasm for Northern Illinois basketball. Lest we forget, years ago you were an assistant basketball coach.
Correct. Coached here 82 to 86. Remember our first conference game of my career? We lost at Western Michigan on a buzzer shot. It's like a spear in the heart when you lose at the buzzer.
You coached for a great man.
John McDougal, legendary. Several of our players here today for homecoming. Potter. A high driving kick. Ashford's going to catch it at the 4. Ashford makes a man miss. Ashford trying to turn the corner. We got a flag flying. It'll look like an illegal block in the back. So the Huskies probably going to start backed up near their own end zone.
Yet another problem with the kicking game. There's no reason on the face of the earth. You know, what Coach Holtz used to say, block the small numbers, not the big ones.
It's probably the best way. Let's take a look right here.
There it is right there.
And we'll see, there's the block
2
right there.
Yeah. There's another one.
There's at least 2, if not 3, illegal blocks, and you see the yellow laundry come flying. Frontier Communications is the official telecommunications company of NIU Athletics. So that will mean Northern Illinois bad. That's a nice, that would be a good look on you.
I think it would be.
This would make me look like a hare. NIU will start 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. So backed up, the self-inflicted wounds, as the late Randy Walker used to call them, they are going to drive Coach Dave Doran nuts. When he watches this tape with his team, there's going to be some choice words said. Harnish, quick throw, finds his man. Palmer makes the catch. Dragged down at the 15 by Devin Brandt. Down to the field, third member of our crew, Luke Stuckmeyer. Luke?
Cap, the Huskies are back in black. They have not worn the all-black uniforms since the early 1990s. That is until last weekend when they broke them out again. And boy, it worked so well, why not bring them back for homecoming?
Great point, great defense last week. Handoff by Harnish will move the sticks. Wiggins comes up and makes the hit on Jasmine Hopkins. Hopkins just 5'9", and that's on a good day. He is a little guy, but man, he is quick to the hole.
Junior college All-American out of Fort Scott Junior College. Actually, young man from Stanley, North Carolina. Great basketball player, great track star in high school.
Harnish out of the gun, throws and misses his man. Looking for Nathan Palmer, number 81. Senior, fifth-year man out of Elkhart, Indiana, 5'11", 185. Just couldn't hook up on that first down play. Second and 10.
From a Husky standpoint right now, they started to move the football a little bit on the ground. I'd like to see, you know, the play calling from the Huskies start to run the ball a little more. Then give Harnish a chance to establish that and then get into the play action.
Jordan Lynch in at quarterback now. We've seen a little bit of him early. Lynch looked like he was going to go Wildcat. Now wants to throw. Throws down the field. Nearly had it caught. Just broken up at the last second. I believe it was Aaron Winchester who came over and got a hand on it. We do have a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be.
In the area of holding.
Holding, offense number 89. The penalty is declined. Result of the play is third down.
Akeem Daniels, I think, was the man they were looking for. They get Jack Marks, the big tight end, on the hold, and you see the hold right there. Had a little bit too much jersey as he was trying to protect Lynch.
Boy, the demographic of recruiting in the Mid-American Conference has really changed. It used to be fairly provincial in the Midwest and maybe a little bit out east. Now you're talking about four guys on the Western Michigan defense, all from Miami Beach, Florida.
Harnish looking, going down the field, finds his man Daniels, makes a man miss. Daniels out near midfield, big gain NIU, first down Huskies. Justin Curry, the strong safety, made the hit, but Akeem Daniels out of Kissimmee, Florida, another Floridian in the game, makes the catch, and a first down Huskies.
That particular play shows Chandler Harnish the vision that he has across the field. He went from left to right and then back left again with his read.
Lynch out of the Wildcat. Lynch breaks a tackle, will move it right at the 50-yard line. A gain of about 3. Second and 7.
You know, the Wildcat as a little bit of a change-up here and there is not bad. One of the things that happens is when you get to change quarterbacks in multiple situations, just the cadence, the way he calls the plays, the way he makes the reads, and all those things can differ greatly from one young guy to the next.
Chandler Harnish back in, Lynch out. Hand up, Daniels. Daniels gets nothing. May have lost half a yard. Aaron Winchester may have come up to make a hit in there.
North Miami Beach High School.
Look at the play. You got Jim Carey. How about that?
I'd struggle. I wouldn't know who. I wouldn't know who the guy is.
Who is that guy?
Hey, where's John Wayne? We got John Wayne up there. I might know who he is. Paul Newman, I might know him.
That's pretty good.
Cap, if they showed a picture of you, I'd know one thing. That ball's going downfield.
No question about it.
If they showed my picture, it would be a fullback off right guard.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
All right, that's the end of 1 quarter of play. Western Michigan, 6-0 lead. Huskies looking at a 3rd and 7 when we come back on Comcast Sports Net.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
Cold drinks. Great food. O'Leary's has it. A place full of people you know and people you're about to meet. Friends and future friends. So pull up a chair. Grab a drink and dig in. You're at O'Leary's in downtown DeKalb. Welcome home.
I'm in the honors program here at NIU. The Honors House is a place where honors students can live together. I lived in the Honors House as a freshman, so I got to meet people right off the bat. I was with students who were in the same kinds of classes as me. So living in the Honors House just meant I had that group to start off with. Living with other honors students made all the difference in my experience, so why go anywhere else?
Northern Illinois University. Learning today.
Leading tomorrow.
This broadcast of Western Michigan and Northern Illinois, presented by the NIU College of Business, where the classroom meets the business world. And it was a great day for NIU athletics and the university community today. Less than a month after the announcement that Northern Illinois benefactors Dr. Kenneth and Ellen Chesick had donated $3 million to the university and named the Kenneth and Ellen Chesick Practice Center, a new indoor training facility for Husky athletics. And they have announced the project's official launch. It's an amazing building that will go right behind at the end of the end zone here to our left, right behind the Jeffrey and Kimberly Jordan Center, which is their academic and athletic academic performance center. They're going to build this brand new facility right behind it, and a huge thing for NIU to get a gift from these people like that of $3 million. Just tremendous generosity.
Athletic departments across the country, I mean, you can't survive unless you have friends of the program that are willing to extend from a financial standpoint and give an opportunity for young people to experience the finest of athletic facilities. My hat is off to each and every one of those folks.
All right, Akeem Daniels, the single back set with Chandler Harnish on a 3rd and 7. Start of the second quarter. Harnish looking, rolling, throwing. He's got his man, but Palmer, I don't think, put the football out far enough to get a first down. I think he's going to be short.
Well, it's one of the deals. You need to know as a wide receiver, what does it take to move the sticks?
And the Huskies are going to go for it.
On a quick count.
On a very quick count. They do not get the playoff, I don't believe. I think we had a whistle before the play. But if you look at that catch by Palmer,
reset the game clock to 14:55.
He needed to just take the football, even though he's going out of bounds, and just stick the football past the line. Now you've got a real dilemma here. If you're Northern Illinois, do you go for it?
I don't think, at this point in time of this game, with the wind at their back, I think you have to keep his field position. I think you have to go for it.
Huskies changing personnel, and they are indeed going to go for it. We've got another whistle. Crowd doesn't like what they're seeing. Dave Doran on the field, he doesn't like what he's seeing. So the officials are going to get together and try and sort it all out.
Once again, please reset the game clock to 14. 14 minutes. 14:54. 14:45. 14:45. Set the play clock at 40 seconds. Thank you.
Crowd does not like what they're hearing from the official, but folks, you got to remember, he's trying to listen to something in his ear at the same time. Just like TV guys.
problem with the situation right there is you lose the element of surprise, of getting out on the field, maybe giving a quick count. Gives the defense an opportunity to set, also gives the defense an opportunity to substitute based upon what the offense came out on the field with.
Short field, flag comes flying in, so we've got a penalty. Harnish kept the football. We'll see if he was able to pick up the first down.
Let's see if this is assisting the ball carrier, which I've probably seen twice in my life, but that's what...
I think they're going to call it on Western Michigan. At least that's what the Huskies are saying.
Which would probably be an offside.
Lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. First down.
From a coaching standpoint, how does this happen? I mean, you're down inside their tackle to tackle. Look to your left, look to your right.
By the way, Bob, in the second quarter this year of games, Northern has scored 86 points. It's by far their best quarter, and they've only allowed 35 in the second. Their best defensive quarter. So this is where they've got to make hay. Harnish, look, he's got a man open. Finds his man. Daniels up the sideline. Daniels inside the 20 to the 15. First down, NIU. Real good patience out of Chandler Harnish.
Great play-action fake. Froze the entire defense and then dropped the ball over to the right flat. Watch them all. Linebackers, everybody going in the wrong direction. Now just drops the football off.
And great blocking down the field. Really good job by wide receiver Willie Clark.
You make a great point, David.
Johnny Simon comes over and makes the tackle, and we'll see who had the football there. I believe that was Jasmine Hopkins.
Well, you mentioned Willie Clark. You get wide receivers that go down in the field and block. That turns a 5-yard gain into a 25-yard gain.
And that's exactly what he did. If you look at that one again, Willie Clark on the sideline did a real good job, and he took his man with him out of bounds.
Former walk-on out of Roselle, Illinois. Lake Park High School.
Hopkins, the single back set with Chandler Harnish out of the shotgun. Hopkins has the football. Hopkins has pay dirt. Give him 6. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Jasmine Hopkins into the end zone, and the Huskies, pending a PAT, will take the lead.
Credit the right side of this offensive Northern Illinois offensive line. Joe Pollock, 6 feet 5 inches tall, 301-pound, a junior. Keith Otis, Weddage, that whole side of the line just engaged the defenders and walked them back.
That's the 7th TD of the season for Hopkins. If we get another look, you have got to see what 71 Scott Weddage did. Extra point is good. Huskies have the lead. 71 Scott Weddage got not just a pancake, a whole stack of them. Watch 71 in the middle of your screen absolutely annihilate somebody. Take him and drive him down. Big fella.
I mean, that is about technique. He was pad under pad. He had leverage. He had his hands inside. And most importantly, he brought his legs. That leg drive that he showed right there, I mean, that was a big young man. 292-pound Drew Novak takes him over on his back. I've said this for 2 years, David. This is a well-coached offensive line. And as you mentioned, their size right across the board. One of the things is you start to read about these young guys. One guy's a basketball player. Another guy played hockey. Another basketball player. A golf captain. I mean, these are athletic guys. They're just not big. They are very, very athletic. Size is no longer enough for an offensive lineman. He has to be athletic.
All right, NIU will kick the football away. I got to tell you, if you're Dave Doran, you're standing there going, we fumbled a kick, we got it back. We fumbled a punt, they got it. We ran into the kicker, and we're winning. That's some fortuitous play for the Huskies. Dervon Wallace and Aaron Winchester deep. And this is going to be Wallace at the 7. Wallace makes one man miss. Wallace out near the 30-yard line. Deron Brown, I think, was one of the men involved in the tackle And Western Michigan will go on the attack. They'll have it 1st and 10, just short of their 30-yard line. They'll call it the 29-yard line. 13:40 to go here in DeKalb, Illinois, along with our great CSN crew. Got some superstars here. Got Jim Angio and Bob Albrecht. Got all the gang here today. Tamara Anderson. Talk about having some rock stars down there in the truck.
David, you just attract talent.
Yeah. Carter looks, throws, tipped, and it will fall incomplete. He was looking for 83, Jordan White.
And why not?
Why not? Maybe the best receiver going numbers-wise in the country. There's Carter. What do you see?
Well, it's play action fake. One of the things that you see right there is, just the defensive line for Northern Illinois. I've seen them play before this year. They have an uncanny ability, great timing to back down the pass. Never take that for granted. Some guys jump too late, some guys jump too soon. These guys have just exactly where to be and when to do.
Carter going to roll left. Carter cuts back, and Carter going down in a heap. Delegal was there, and 99 Jefferson came rolling over, and watch these two guys clean up the mess.
Jefferson there, number 99, is what we call redirects. And for a big guy to do that, again, shows athleticism. He's going in one direction and comes back in the other direction. Great job of redirecting to the football.
3rd and 11. Alex Carter out of the gun. Single back set. Carter gonna look, throws, and incomplete. Really nice job defensively for NIU. Johnny Faustin over there, the quarterback out of Naples, Florida. It was intended for Robert Arnheim. Real good job defensively.
Watch Pat Schiller there, the linebacker, number 53 on a linebacker blitz. Just got after Alex Carter. I mean, he really, oh my goodness me. That was Sean Proger.
Proger, a big horse on the defensive line. Huskies coming with some pressure, nearly ran into the punter and pulled up at the last second. And wisely, they will let this one roll, and it will do everything Western Michigan wanted and a whole lot more at the 5-yard line. But as you saw that punt sailing in the wind, as you said earlier, if you can't make the play, don't reach up for it.
No, and not only went and one came back actually in this direction. I mean, young guy looking back there looked like a center fielder fielding. And hey, look, you know what? That ball, the wind got under that ball and just pushed it over and over and over, and he let it go. It was a good idea.
Monday, November 14th marks the start of a new era for NIU men's basketball. New head coach Mark Montgomery leads the Huskies into the regular season home opener against UW Milwaukee. Tip-off at 7 in the Convo Center. Reserve your tickets for Coach Montgomery's first game by visiting NIUHuskies.com. What's going on? What's going on with Western Michigan defensively here? Do you bring pressure?
I think in this situation, I don't know if you'd bring pressure, David, but I would think that you would play your base defense. I don't think this is a place right now where you're going to take too many chances, especially with Harnish.
Well, Harnish threw for Cameron Bell there, and that one was dropped. Got to make the catch on that play. A 2nd and 10, NIU backed up their own 5-yard line. Hopkins, the single back set again. Harnish rolling, looking, he's going to keep it. Harnish picks up some yardage, makes a man miss, dives across the 10. Maybe got to the 12. We'll see where they spot this.
This ball was never going to be thrown. This was run all the way. This is taking advantage of his athleticism. He may look like he's coming back to throw. He starts to make that cut up inside, and that's it. And I mentioned early on, this young guy, Harnish is 6'2", 221 pounds. It's like a fullback running down the field after he gets past the line of scrimmage. A little bit of breathing room here.
All right, they're at the 11. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 for Chandler Harnish and company. Harnish, quick wide receiver screen to Palmer. Palmer tries to get around a block. Palmer dives. He's going to be very close. Going to spot him short of the 15-yard line, and it's going to be a 4th and very, very short. But you cannot take a chance here to try and go for it this deep in your own end.
No, Western Michigan should end up with excellent field position here. Good stop. Good stop by the Western defense. Western Michigan defense. Great job. Very interesting formation. I believe we referred to this years ago as the swinging gate.
Time out, NIU. Now, we're going to take a timeout. We come back. Bob's going to tell us what the swinging gate was all about. 7-6 Huskies over Broncos. 11-11 left in the second quarter.
Excuse me. How about a cooking class with me right now?
Oh my gosh!
You Curtis Stone? I have got a beautiful dish that's really inexpensive that you're going to love. Take all natural Amana ground beef.
Yes.
And throw that straight on in there. Jump on in there.
I'm good at browning.
What do you make a chili sauce with?
Chili.
Yeah, baby. Baked potatoes. There's nothing better than a good chili.
That's delicious.
NIU fans, when you enter the Village Commons bookstore, you're entering Husky Country. VCB is the official site for NIU athletics, featuring the NIU Husky logo on a wide range of hats, t-shirts, shorts, sweats, and NIU logo gifts and accessories. Whether you're a student, graduate, or fan of NIU athletics, the Village Commons bookstore is your official Husky headquarters. Visit us at the stadium on game day or at our store in DeKalb at 901 Lucinda or on the web at www.vcbs.com.
Look at that guy's hair. We are back. Just checking out the guy with the Statue of Liberty hair. It look good on you. NIU University Bookstore for all your Husky gear. Visit the NIU Bookstore online at www.niubookstore.niu.edu.
You know, you asked me about that swinging gate deal. I don't know if they call it that anymore, but what it is, you'll take 4 or 5 of your offensive linemen and put them on the opposite hash with a wide receiver, a ball carrier behind them. And if the defense doesn't cover that particular group there, just pick the football up, throw it right to the running back or the wide receiver behind those 4 or 5 guys and take off downfield.
Carter on his first drive, 4 for 6 for 30 yards. Since that drive, 3 for 9 for 32 yards. Frontier Communications is the official telecommunications company of NIU Athletics.
Well, you get the Huskies look like they're involved in a little bit more chicanery here, David.
Better be careful. Ryan Nair is in to punt, redshirt junior out of Roscoe, Illinois. And we got a bad snap, and he is going to fall on it in the end zone. Another special teams mistake from NIU. And that will give Western Michigan not only the football, but an 8-7 lead by virtue of the safety. Another special teams blunder.
See what we got here, David. It actually, number 70, Pegram, okay, when the ball goes between the other 2 deep defenders, he's supposed to step inside. He stepped inside prematurely, and the football hit him in the shoulder.
Johnny Simon came over and made the tackle, but all he had to do was really touch the man down. The snap was fine.
It was. Watch him. He's going to step inside too quick. Football hits his left shoulder. I mean, that's a very, very fundamental punt set. 3 big guys back there. The ball comes through. You step into the vacated area.
Big problem right there for Pegram, Logan Pegram. Nobody feels worse than he does, but Huskies are going to have to deal with another mistake.
Well, they'll get the free kick. My guess is that they'll punt it. No, guess not.
Most teams you see do punt the football.
Yes, they do. I mean, today with special teams, where they're going for the Huskies, who knows? I mean, that's a huge, huge play.
right, Huskies will kick the football away. It's a low ground ball kick, and it will be covered up at the 44-yard line of Western Michigan. I think it was Zajac, number 47, who made sure that no Huskies had a chance at the free football. It's a tough thing. That ball just squirts around on the field on that low ground ball kick.
He did a nice job of covering the ball. Good
field position for Western Michigan. So they are taking advantage of some mistakes here by Northern Illinois, and they probably feel like they should be in the end zone, and instead have 2 field goals and a safety.
Well, again, a bit surprised that Northern didn't punt the football rather than kick it.
Carter is going down. One pump too many in the hands of Alan Baxter, number 90. Second sack of the day for the NIU Huskies. Loss of about 5. It'll be a 2nd and 15.
Great job of swim technique, which we call basically one of the most fundamental rush techniques. Come in one side, get the opposite hand onto the defender, onto the offensive lineman, take the near arm, put it over his shoulder. Basically like a swimmer would do. Why they call it a swim technique. Great job there with that.
3rd and 7 after a completion to Jordan White. Carter throws, finds his man, and that will be more than enough to move the sticks. Big Eric Monette, 6'6", 201 out of Portage, Michigan, I think was the man that made the catch. Carter had a real nice target, found the big fella right over the middle. First down Broncos. And they're right back to work with that hurry up, no huddle offense. Carter barking out the signals. He's going to hand it off to Fields. Fields will be knocked down right around the 35-yard line. Brian Fields, the running back, and Meehan came over, number 49, and made the tackle.
So you talk about Carter and his leadership. Fields was about to jump over to the other side of the formation. Carter sent him back with the handoff.
Carter looking, goes down the field, misses Jordan White. He has thrown 10 passes already at Jordan White.
Carter took a pretty good hit there also, limping around just a little bit.
He's a tough kid.
Oh, he is a tough kid. You're not going to get him off the field.
Two-step drop, and he hits his man, but he is obliterated. Short, I believe, of a first down. I think we're going to have a 4th and about a yard. He found Robert Arnheim, the wide receiver, number 12, another Floridian out of Orlando, Florida. 5'11", 207, and they will go for it on 4th down. And we have a whistle. Timeout, I believe, is what we're going to get for the call. Or are they going to throw a flag here?
I don't think Western Michigan
throw a flag.
Western Michigan wasn't set.
Start offense number 85. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Western Michigan sideline yelling for a timeout, but couldn't get it, and they get the false start. So it will mean a 4th and 6 now, and a very tough kick into the wind if you want to bring Potter on.
This is a tough call right here.
Take a look at the penalties. 4 on Western Michigan for 30 yards. For Northern Illinois, 2 for 20 yards. 4th and 6 at the 35. Carter changing the play. Looking's got time, throws, and did he make the catch? Yes, he did.
Is it a first down? Yes, it is.
Move the sticks and you go to your main man. Jordan White makes the catch right on the sideline. There's the throw, tight window, finds him. Yes, sirree, inbounds. First down, Broncos. Ball's on the ground. Carter will be covered up. That will go as a sack. 3rd sack. That one goes to Big Sean Progar, his 2nd of the day.
One of the criticisms of the no-huddle offense, if you will, is the fact that you really don't get an opportunity to regroup and communicate.
Our crew doesn't get to show any replays either. Carter steps back, looks, throws, and again he finds you-know-who, Jordan White at the 23.
Jordan White is getting a lot of single coverage. Carter recognizes it immediately. When they have that type of communication, they've played so long together. I mean, needless to say, he knows exactly where he's going with the football. I'll tell you something, David, if I can interrupt you. Carter is getting beat up on this series.
Carter looking, throwing, and he finds his man again. Jordan White just short of the 15. I talked to Dave Doran last night. He said if 83 has a big day, we are in big trouble. 83's on his way to a big day.
It's the same route. It's a very, very fundamental route. It's it fakes a little head fake inside, goes to the outside. Carter reads the defender, throws the football.
Goes to the other side of the field, finds his man, touchdown, Western Michigan, Caleb Ravenall. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Outstanding block by the wide receiver, Eric Monet. Watch right just a little bit, just enough to throw the corner off balance and give the opportunity for the wide receiver to get into the end zone. David, I can't emphasize enough, these don't have to all be knockdown blocks by these wide receivers. It's almost like get in somebody's way and let the other receiver make the cut off of your block.
Extra point for Potter is good, and all of a sudden, it's an 8-point Western Michigan lead, 15-7. Off another special teams blunder from NIU. We'll be right back into Cal.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable. I
was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
You value your friends. So does DirecTV. Meg's worth 100. So are Mike, Carol, Bob, Jim, and Kay. For every friend you refer to DirecTV, you get $100 in bill credits, and they get $100 in bill credits on top of our best offer. Just give your account number to your friends and have them call 1-877-4-100 each. They must have your account number when they order. Refer up to 10 people and get $1,000 in bill credits. Then celebrate and watch the Benjamins stack up.
Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV. Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV. Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV at Elmhurst Toyota. Hundreds of new cars and trucks at prices that you just can't beat. Top-notch showroom and the finest sense that you will never meet. Great location off 290 Lake Street is the place to be. Great service, savings, and selection. We've got what you want to see. Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV. Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV. Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV at Elmhurst Toyota.
What's going on today at NIU? Check out NIU Today, your best resource for news, information, events at Northern Illinois University. Log on to niutoday.info. NIU Today, your guide to what is going on. 15-7, 8:02 left, second quarter on a sunny and a little bit of a chilly Saturday afternoon in the heartland, DeKalb, Illinois, about 65 miles west of Chicago.
David, can you emphasize special teams enough?
Boy, there's a good look at Jordan White right there in Arnheim, who scored the touchdown, but White has just been a go-to target throughout that drive and all day long.
At the half, Northern Illinois is going to have to come up with some adjustment, something to slow this young guy down. You're not going to stop him. You got to slow him down.
All right, Ashford, number 7, is deep. And Jamison Wells, number 22, he will make the catch. Wells has it, a step deep in his end zone. Got to bring it out, and he will be knocked down at the 17. That is where Chandler Harnish and company will go on the attack. Rontavius Atkins out of Pahokee, Florida, made the tackle. So the Huskies need to right the ship. Look at the mistakes today You had a fumbled kick that they were fortunate enough to recover, a fumbled punt that led to a field goal. You had the running into the kicker on a field goal, and you had the up man step in front of the snap on a punt, which ended up in a safety. Handoff, Hopkins, and going to be able to drag a tackler across the 15.
Put the game right now, put the half right now in Chandler Harnish's hands. Let him, a little play action fake here and there, let him run with the football. Get him out into the flat. Fake a little, a little bit of an option. Come back, get that draw. Get him in various situations so that he can use his athleticism.
Mitch Zajac, middle linebacker, made that tackle. Harnish rolling, throwing, and it is tipped away. Real nice job defensively. Johnny Simon came over and got a hand in on the throw and was able to deflect it out of bounds. Real good play. Take a look again. You see the roll. He's got a little bit of a window, and there is the defender come flying over.
Nice job by the corner. You saw the safety coming over the top. I mean, Dave, you have to really credit the Bronco defense in the first half of this football
game. They've been outstanding.
I mean, this, to take this football team, Chandler Harnish, and the people they have on that offensive side of the ball, and basically hold them to 7 points is amazing to me.
All right, Harnish on a big third down, throws, finds his man. Let's see, that will be enough to move the sticks. A first down. He finds Nathan Palmer, number 81, who is his go-to man on the offensive side when he wants to throw the football. Hopkins, a single back. Hopkins going to take the handoff. Hopkins makes a man miss. Hopkins runs right into one of the officials. But he's out near the 30. They'll give him the 31-yard line. So a real solid gain. It'll bring up a 2nd and 3. 7-yard gain for Jasmine Hopkins. Devin Brandt, another Floridian from Ocala, Florida, came over to make the tackle. I want to be the recruiting coordinator for Western Michigan. Spent all that time in the winter in Florida. Harnish fakes, throws behind the line, finds his man Palmer up the sideline. Palmer cuts back, makes a man miss. Palmer across the field. Palmer is turning the corner. Palmer inside the 25. Palmer knocked out at the 11-yard line. Huge gain, NIU. Lewis Toller was the man that saved a touchdown.
Please, as you watch this play, I can't emphasize enough wide receivers blocking. Watch number 1, Martell Moore. To the right of your screen. Where you at, Martell? Bammo! I mean, that block right there initially makes that play. Unselfish young guy going downfield, making a block like that. Wow.
Martell Moore, cousin of Randy Moss. Throw to the end zone. Just a little too far to that back left corner. Looking for the man you mentioned who had the great block, Martell Moore. Again, Randy Moss's cousin. He's out of San Antonio, Texas.
That would have been a just reward for the young guy had he made that catch.
Great block and a touchdown. 2nd and 10, 6:11 to go. Second quarter, 15-7 Broncos. Daniels takes the handoff and he goes absolutely nowhere. He will lose 2 yards.
See, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier, David. You start to run the football, and you get Chandler Harnish where he fakes, detaches, takes the football away, and goes in the opposite direction. It's basically, years ago, an old single wing type of play, a misdirection play, but rather than using 2 backs, you're using 1 back and your quarterback.
Drew Nowak came over and made the hit for Western Michigan. He is out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. I think they have a pro football team up there.
Yes, they do.
They're awfully good. As a Bear fan, I say that begrudgingly. Chandler Harnish with an empty backfield. 3rd and long. Harnish stands in, throws, and it is nearly intercepted in the end zone. Petway, the safety, number 2, had a shot at it. Huskies have already had 1 turnover in the red zone, in the end zone, actually, early in the football game.
Great protection by that big Husky offensive line.
Really didn't have an open man. He was looking for Willie Clark.
Triple coverage.
So instead, they will try a field goal. Weedle on to try the field goal. It'll be a 30-yarder right down the chute. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Huskies pick up 3. 15-10 now the score. 5:17 left in quarter number 2. A pretty good drive for NIU. That big play to Nathan Palmer. Watch the wind on this one. The wind takes it, and the wind gives it back. It looked like he had hooked that left.
He did. Ball, the wind pushed it back to the right. You know, and of course, and I don't want to get too technical here, David. A kicker, a good kicker, will emphasize knowing when it's a crit. But look, I'm going to tell you this: the way the stadium is configured right now, there's really no consistency to the way the wind is blowing.
No,
there's
swirling.
Pockets and tunnels here and there at the end of one bleacher, on the other side of the other bleacher. The wind coming from the, from the south up to the north and east. I mean, it's everywhere. I wouldn't even describe it as swirling. It depends where you're at on the field.
And my mistake, Matthew Sims, the man who banged through the field goal. White, 8 catches, 69 yards for Western. The rest of the team, 6 catches for 60 yards. So he's too short of another 10-catch day. All right, Weedle will be the man that kicks off. Dervon Wallace is deep. Instead, the other man will grab it, Aaron Winchester. Winchester across the 20. Winchester out to about the 27, 28-yard line. Dominique Ware came over and made the tackle. Jaquez also in on the stop. And that's where Western Michigan goes on the attack. And that was another Elburn Co-op food goal kicked by the Huskies. The Elburn Co-op has just donated another $50 to a local food pantry. Thank you, Elburn Co-op.
Indeed. But David, if you look at Alex Carter and Chandler Harness, they're almost mirror images of each other.
Carter's going to keep it. Carter fake, took it, turns the corner. Schiller knocked him down. Gain of about 4. Frontier Communications, the official telecommunications company of NIU Athletics. They will call that a gain of 4.
So that's what I was talking about when Chandler Harnish and the Huskies were going in the other direction. And Carter comes up with basically the play that I was talking about. Just gets it into the midsection of the football. The running back detaches it and comes in the other direction. It's a fundamental counter play.
Carter fires, and it's tipped and incomplete. Be a 3rd and 6 into the wind.
Well, this was Jordan White, not the out route, but the crossing route. This is what we call a T route or an I route. Ball was thrown behind him.
Big play for the NIU defense at the 4:39 mark of quarter 2. Huskies look like they're bringing pressure. Here they come. Pressure's picked up. It is completed, and that will be another Western Michigan first down. Really good job, Bob, on blitz pickup.
Not only on blitz pickup, but a good job of Carter throwing hot. And what we mean by throwing hot, here comes the blitz. He throws the football to the area where the blitzer originally aligned. So he throws it to a vacated area. And that's called throwing hot or just a hot read.
Kyle Jenkins was the blitzer, 57, and a real good job to pick him up. Carter makes a man miss and is knocked down right at the 50-yard line. But he gains 4.5 on first down. Faustin came over and made the tackle.
I mean, there's no hooks like this guy.
None.
He's going to go for that extra yard.
Handoff Fields. Fields makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, and gets to the 36-yard line. Solid drive again for the Broncos.
I mean, Terry Davis and Dan O'Neill, that right side of that offensive line. I mean, again, watch this. Just locking up a man on a man, bringing their legs. Good hand placement, good leg drive. Well-coached offensive lineman.
1st and 10, Carter. Carter keeps it. Carter will be dragged down after a gain of about 3.
David, the benefits of an athletic quarterback, the days of the straight drop back guys anymore, I really don't know. I mean, the added dimension of having a quarterback that can run with the football with athleticism, you can't defend against that. The only thing you can do is have great pursuit, play great defensive, have great discipline on your defense. But to say you could defend that type of play time and again, it's not going to happen. I think the term they use now is extending the play.
Carter hit as he throws, and he misses his man. Carter had a lot of heat on him.
A lot of heat, but good poise of getting rid of the football.
He was looking for Ansel Ponder, but watch the pressure. Here comes pressure, and Carter hit as he throws. Pat Schiller, the middle linebacker out of Geneva, Illinois, the man who brought the heat. 3rd and 6. Second straight 3rd and 6 for the Broncos. Carter looking, throwing, finds his man, and it should be enough for a Western Michigan first down. We'll see where they spot it.
Here, we talked about pressure on Carter.
Yes, it is.
Here, pressure on Carter, pressure on Carter. So what do you do offensively? Great call by Bill Kubit, the outstanding head football coach at Western Michigan. He rolls the pocket. He moves the pocket. He moves it away from where the pressure was coming.
Arnheim made the catch. Rashawn Melvin came up and made the tackle, knocking him out of bounds. Carter going to change the play. Doesn't like what he sees. He will audible. Carter looking, pressure. Here comes Progar, and he's got him down. 3rd sack of the day for Sean Progar. Big loss for Western Michigan. The big fella had a beat on the quarterback and got him down on the turf.
I mean, one of the things that a great pass rusher is, he has to be relentless. He has to have a great motor. There is no quit. I mean, you're just coming and coming. Great job by this young guy. You know, not too long ago, we talked about a young guy by the name of English who played the same position as Larry English. And I believe right now he's with the San Diego Chargers.
That is correct. Timeout, Western Michigan. 2nd and 20 at the 35. They have a 5-point lead. 2:03 left in the 2nd.
I need 4 new tires, and I'm on a tight schedule. We'll take care of it for you, Mr. Kensa.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, you'll always find brand name products, low prices, and incredible customer service.
We have it ready for you, Matt. Man, that was fast. I should put you guys to work at the track.
For generations, drivers have relied on Farm and Fleet to help keep their vehicles running smoothly and safely. Keep your car running and looking its best with our big selection of the best automotive products priced to save you money. The Automotive Service Center at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You're all set. Thanks. See you in 100 laps. See you then.
Man, where are all the shrimp? I think I see something. Good, because I'm starving. I could really eat some shrimp. I just love shrimp. You be quiet. It's coming this way. Here, shrimpy, shrimpy, shrimpy. That's not a shrimp!
Introducing Honey Walnut Shrimp. Crispy tempura shrimp, wok-tossed in a gourmet honey sauce and topped with glazed walnuts. A delicious new reason to visit Panda Express.
Eddie?
Welcome back to Husky Stadium. NIU down by 5 right now. Earlier today, the 1963 National Championship team was honored here at Husky Stadium. They've raised a flag on the southeast corner commemorating that undefeated team. A lot of the players were here, including the star quarterback George Bork, who is in the College Football Hall of Fame. And Cap, by the way, he was the high school basketball coach of Cubs manager Mike Quaddy. He's also the man who was my driver's ed coach at Prospect High School.
So he's the one that we should blame.
Yeah, every time somebody yells, hey, who taught you how to drive? I say George Bork.
George Bork, a Hall of Famer. Nice nugget, Luke. Thanks. How about that? By the way, shout out to NIU class of '89, Dave Reedy, who's a huge Husky fan. He is here in attendance today, came in for the homecoming game. So, Dave Reedy, enjoy the football game. Carter looking, dumps, finds Fields, and Fields is going down. Loss on the play. Another play behind the line. This one, Rashawn Melvin, number 11, made the hit.
Here, what makes this play for this young guy is great initial recognition, destroying the block, and coming in and making the tackle. Nice job, Melvin. Rashawn, nice job.
Third and 26 for Carter and company. Buck 25 and running. Carter looking, flushed, is going to run the football. Carter knocked down, and that will bring up a 4th down. He may have gotten them into field goal range.
That was all about coverage. Basically a 2-man rush, maybe a 3-man rush here coming on the perimeter. That was all about coverage. Great coverage by the Huskies.
Does this kid know that there's a slide?
I don't think you're going to see him slide.
He takes a lot of hits. All right, Potter on for another field goal attempt. He's perfect in 2 attempts. He made a 3rd. They took off the board with a penalty. This one will come from 47 yards, and it sails, but it's wide. No good. He misses from 47 yards. The Husky defense holds. They'll get the football with 38 seconds left, trailing by 5.
I mean, Potter has a strong leg, David.
That was into the wind.
Yards, into
47 yards. And he's playing the wind, thinking it's going to come back. And boy, oh boy, that football looked like it might have snuck in. Look, can we get a look at that one again? I mean, he crushed that ball. Hopkins takes the handoff, makes a man miss, cuts back inside, and he is dropped at the 40-yard line. 32 seconds left. They'll have to move the chains. They'll stop the clock, reset it. Coming up at the half, Luke Stuckmeyer will be with you. Harnish looking, throwing, and it's broken up. The new NIU basketball coach, Mark Montgomery, will be joining us, as well as a live studio update with the one and only Sarah Kustok. First half highlights and stats. You coach Sarah's brother.
I actually recruited Zach to Notre Dame.
How about that?
And he completed his collegiate career with much aplomb with my beloved Northwestern Wildcats.
Harnish going to keep it up. Play action. Harnish turning it up inside. Harnish makes a man miss. Oh, and he is tackled at the 30. A shoestring tackle saved a touchdown. Rontavius Atkins saved 7. Harnish made 2 men miss, cut up between 3 tacklers, and Rontavius Atkins with the saving play. Now the official gets drilled.
What was the deal with that?
Wow. As Harnish spikes the football, they snap it, and there goes the official, and he trips over the linebacker's foot.
Tripped over Bowles, the left defensive tackle.
15 seconds left on a 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. Harnish going to keep it. Harnish up the middle. And the Huskies will take, I believe, their final timeout. 8 seconds left. Football at the 24-yard line. So a 41-yard kick. And again, it's tough to say that it's into the wind or downwind. If you look at the other end zone flags, this is a downwind kick. But if you look at the flags, this end zone, it's swirling. We have Nathan Palmer, also the man down for Northern Illinois. That is their best wide receiver.
You know, talking about officiating, we had a little situation there where that official tripped over one of the defensive linemen. I will tell you this, David, the Mid-American Conference, the officials in the Mid-American Conference do an outstanding job. Man per man, they do a great job.
Had a chance to talk with the replay officials today as they explained the up-to-date rules. Amazing to see how technology has impacted the game now.
Well, the MAC officials traditionally have been very professional. And I've had an opportunity to be around some of these guys from time to time and take great pride in their work. They're consistent. They call a clean game. My hat is off to them.
They've reset the clock to 10 seconds. You have time for one quick play. Try and get a more manageable field goal. Agreed?
Agreed.
Harnish. Looking, throwing, finds his man, and Ashford does not get out of bounds. Did he get a first down? He did with 4 seconds left, so they're going to have to quickly spot this. They've got everybody set. They're going to have to spike the football and get the kicker onto the field. And he is able to snap it and spike it with 3 seconds left. Now the field goal team will come on. Matthew Sims out of Hannibal, Missouri will try and bang through 3 more. He is 1 for 1 today. This will be a 36-yarder. 36-yard attempt right at the left hash. We have a timeout, Western Michigan.
Offense, their second.
He called it timeout offense. It's timeout Western Michigan.
You know, perhaps, just perhaps, something in the special team scouting by Western Michigan gave them an idea that maybe Northern was going to fake the field goal.
Possibly. Just try and you burn the timeout anyway. You've got it in your holster, and you try and freeze the kicker.
Absolutely.
.36-yard attempt for Matthew Sims. 5'11", 185-pounder. Very strong leg. They've had a lot of great kickers. I remember Chris Nendick here, who was up for the Lou Groza Award, an outstanding kicker.
Also a great punter, Todd Van Pelt. Remember him?
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a little brief career with the Dallas Cowboys. Outstanding punter.
Again, having to deal with the effects of the wind will be Sims. This is where pre-game practice comes so into play, because you've got to figure out how you take the win. And another timeout with another one left in their holster. Coach Cooper says, let him get set, take another one.
Timeout will be a 30-second timeout.
Okay, we've got 2 father-son coaching situations here. Okay, Bill Kubit, the head football coach at Western Michigan. His son is his quarterback coach, was an outstanding quarterback, Ryan Kubit. We've got Mike Sabach on the Western Michigan staff, who was an outstanding, a great guy, coached at Northern Illinois for over
26 years.
26 years, and then went over to Western Michigan. His son now is a student coach, Kevin, at Northern Illinois.
Unbelievable. Take a look at the graphic of QBs from the Mid-American Conference that you put together of guys who are on NFL rosters, and you take a look at these.
Have been or were. I mean, we got Dan Lefevre out of the Chicago area, Roethlisberger, say no more, on and on.
We'll revisit that in the second half and talk a little bit about some of those guys. All right, Matthew Sims now. From 36 yards away from the left hash. The snap, the set, the kick is away, and he has got it. Bangs it through, deals with the wind, and we have completed the first half of play. That was another Elburn Co-op food goal kicked by the Huskies. The Elbert Co-op just donated another $50 to a local food pantry. 15-13 at the half. So scoring has increased. We have a real solid ball game. Huskies have made some mistakes in the first half, but they will go into the locker room just 2 points down to Western Michigan on a Saturday afternoon at Brigham Field at Husky Stadium. Great homecoming crowd, and we thank you for joining us today. We're going to hear from Coach Dave Doran with our Luke Stuckmeyer in just a moment. Big news today for the Huskies, a $3 million gift to the athletic department to build some more facilities. Let's go down to the field. Luke Stuckmeyer with Coach Doran.
Thank you, Coach. A lot of adversity in the first half. What do you tell your team in the locker room?
Well, I think our defense played really well. Our offense moved the ball but didn't get touchdowns. Our special teams let us down there in the first half. So we got to get our special teams going and just keep doing what we're doing. It's obviously a good game, so got a lot of time left here.
Good luck in the second half. Appreciate your time. Huskies overcame a lot to get within that 15-13 score, Cap.
All right, thank you, Luke. He's exactly right. Luke hit the nail on the head. They overcame a lot. It's 15-13. We've got halftime festivities straight ahead. The Broncos lead the Huskies by a deuce.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
Larry English, you were just selected #1 by the San Diego Chargers in the NFL Draft. Where are you going to go?
I'm going to Fatty's.
Fatty's Pub and Grill in DeKalb is your official NIU pre- and post-game headquarters. Whether you're catching a game on our high-definition big screens or enjoying some of our famous grilled food in our beer garden, Fatty's is the place to be. It's all at Fatty's Pub and Grill, located just south of Husky Stadium on West Lincoln Highway in DeKalb.
In 1979, I was playing against one of the best players in the league, and I tried to throw him. I had wrenched the vertebrae in my back. When I first met Dr. Jeff, we saw eye to eye about what I needed. He has innovative ways of taking the weight load off and allowing you to work the muscles without the full body weight. Today, I don't even concern myself with what I can and cannot do.
Call the Illinois Back Institute at 866-693-0955.
Hold on, player. What? Why? I need to leave to watch the Eagles game. Is that backsass? Living room. Now. Watch and learn, young buck. It's on. Only NFL Sunday Ticket gives you your Eagles in every other game every Sunday right at home. For real? Do I look make-believe? No. Wait,
Upgrade to NFL Sunday Ticket and get every game every Sunday only with DirecTV.
Northern Illinois University football is brought to you by the NIU College of Business, where the classroom meets the business world. Tool Time Rentals, proudly serving the DeKalb County area for more than 17 years. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, find value at Farm and Fleet. Fatty's Pub and Grill, official pre- and post-game headquarters of NIU Athletics. Elburn Cooperative Company and Kishwaukee Community Hospital. Visit kishhealthyu.org.
And welcome back to Northern Illinois University halftime. It is 15-13 Western Michigan. Luke Stuckmeyer with new basketball coach Mark Montgomery. Coach, first of all, practice started just yesterday. How did it go?
First day went good. You know, you go from 2 hours a week to 20 hours a week, but we had a good 2.5 hour practice. And we're just stressing the fundamentals, a little passing, shooting, and dribbling.
What attracted you to Northern Illinois University? What attracted you to this job?
Jeff Comper came down here, Dr. Peters, the president, after I sat down with them and saw the facilities and the excitement of having a recruiting area in Chicago. I'm a Big Ten guy for 10 years, so I'm only 5 hours from home, and recruited in Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, so I'm like, why not Northern Illinois?
A decade sitting next to Tom Izzo, you have to learn basketball big time, I would guess at least. What have you gathered from Tom Izzo, and how is it going to help you in your coaching career now?
You know, Coach Izzo said you always have to roll up your sleeves and get to work at it, and that's kind of like my mentality. Basketball-wise, it's defense and rebounding, but Coach Izzo just, you know, treating people fairly and being honest, and that's kind of like my recruiting mode, where I'm going to recruit Midwest kids and just be honest and, like I said, roll up my sleeves every day and go to work at it.
You recruited the Chicago area before. Will that help you at Northern Illinois?
I thought it helped me right away because I got a chance to get Keith and Kevin Gray from Brooks High School in Chicago, Dre Henley, who was at Chicago De La Salle, Abdul Nadar, who comes from Niles East. So we've already kind of struck Chicago, and just have good relationships with AAU coaches and high school coaches in that area.
Is there a key to turning this program around? It's been a dry spell, but there's certainly talent in the area that you can grab.
The key, you have to have good recruiting classes. I think we have 7 new freshmen this year, but the class next year is going to be very important. We have, like I said, 7 young guys and just 5 returners coming back. So fans are going to have a little patience, but definitely we have to work hard and be competitive in practice every day.
Coach Izzo give you any advice, your first head coaching job, anything he sent you off with?
He says, now you see how it feels to be a head coach. You have to make a lot of the decisions, but he just told me to, you know, assemble a good staff and recruit good kids and, you know, take our blueprint from Michigan State and bring it here to Northern Illinois, and we should be fine.
How much anticipation was there for you going into that first practice and then leading up to this first game eventually?
You know, I've been dreaming about that first practice as a head coach probably for the last 5 years, but our guys was excited. I'm excited. The assistant coaches. We had an open practice today, and people came out to support us. So I think the excitement is in the air.
Coach, welcome to Northern Illinois, and good luck this season.
All right, thanks for having me on.
Cap, we'll send it back up to you. That's one of Tom Izzo's disciples, now the head coach here at Northern Illinois.
Mark Montgomery. Thank you, Luke. He was a heck of a player as well. Northern Illinois University learning today, leading tomorrow. One of our primary sponsors, our featured player for the NIU College of Business, featured player of the game. How about this guy, Scott Weddich, starting his 20th straight game at center, on the watch list for the Rotary Lombardi Award, Best Lineman, and Remington Trophy for Best Center. He's majoring in marketing. We showed you a pancake block he got earlier in the game. Bright future for this young man, quality student athlete, Scott Weddich. We will take a timeout. Sarah Kustak coming along. We'll be back with the second half. Everything coming up, the Huskies and the Broncos in a good one here on CSN.
After retirement, hip pain made it difficult for me to enjoy golf. Then Dr. Jane told me about the Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital.
Joe had extensive arthritis of his hip, and he was a great candidate for total hip replacement. The day after surgery, Joe was walking with assistance. 3 weeks later, he was walking on his own.
Now I'm walking the course again with my friends and enjoying the activities I love.
The Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital. More active, less limits.
Excuse me, how about a cooking class with me right now?
Oh my gosh!
You Curtis Stone?
I have got a beautiful dish that's really inexpensive that you're going to love. Take all natural Amana ground beef and throw that straight on in there. Jump on in there.
I'm good at browning.
What do you make a chili sauce with?
Chili.
Yeah, baby. Baked potatoes. There's nothing better than a good chili.
I need 4 new tires, and I'm on a tight schedule. We'll take care of it for you, Mr. Kensa.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, you'll always find brand name products, low prices, and incredible customer service.
We have it ready for you, Matt. Man, that was fast. I should put you guys to work at the track.
For generations, drivers have relied on Farm and Fleet to help keep their vehicles running smoothly and safely. Keep your car running and looking its best with our big selection of the best automotive products priced to save you money. The Automotive Service Center at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You're all set. Thanks. See you in 100 laps. See you then.
There's a saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Well, forgive us if we think that's a load of crap. Because here, every wheel gets the same detailed attention, just like every bolt, wire, and inch of paint. So, what greases our wheel? ATVs that are built right here. Arctic Cat, share our passion. See your dealer for great deals on ATVs and side-by-sides during the Gone Wheelin' Sales event.
Hey everyone, Sarah Kustak here in our Comcast Sportsnet studio. We'll get you back out to DeKalb for the second half in just a minute. But first, here's a look at some of the other stories in the news. The Blackhawks are back on the United Center ice later this evening when they host the defending Stanley Cup champion, Boston Bruins. And Patrick Kane's off to a quick start with 5 points in the first 3 games. His move to center initially caused some defensive concerns, but his line, which includes Marian Hossa, hasn't been scored on during the past 2 games and was further reinforced Thursday night when they were joined on the left side by Daniel Carcillo.
I will knock on wood to that one because, I know we haven't been playing against the team's best players, but I think when we have been out there in our defensive end, we've done a good job of getting the puck out and trying to get the puck back on offense. But, it's still a work in progress, trying to improve on it, and, hopefully it stays that way, I guess.
And Derrick Rose was at the Foot Locker on State Street today promoting his new Adidas shoe, the Rose 2. Derrick says he's busy trying to stay in shape as the NBA lockout drags on. He hopes there will be basketball this season, but wants fans to know the blame for the labor stoppage falls on the owners.
I'm trying to think positive, but I think it'll hurt the fans more than it'll hurt anyone else. Everybody knows who's wrong. I think that it'll hurt basketball, period, knowing that if we don't play with a great season like last year, and for us not to be out there playing right now, trust me, it's not us. Trust me.
No progress to report in talks between the Cubs and Red Sox to bring Theo Epstein to Chicago. The holdup appears to be about what compensation Boston will receive for letting the GM out of the final year of his contract with the Red Sox. The Boston Globe is reporting no other Red Sox personnel would be coming with Epstein to the Cubs. And some more college football for you. Michigan State hosting Michigan, 14-7 Spartans in the third quarter. Kirk Cousins finds Keyshawn Martin in the flat. Martin makes a guy miss, takes it 13 yards for the touchdown. 21-7 MSU. 21-14 in the fourth quarter. Wolverines with the first and 10. Denard spins, pass. Denard Robinson's pass that is intercepted by Isaiah Lewis. And it's coming back. 39-yard pick six for Lewis and Sparty. That seals it. Michigan State wins 28-14. And don't forget, as soon as tomorrow night's Bears game against the Vikings goes final, switch over to Comcast Sportsnet for a complete wrap-up on Bears postgame live. At halftime, Northern Illinois trails Western Michigan 15-13. The second half is coming your way after this short timeout.
I'm in the Honors Program here at NIU. The Honors House is a place where honors students can live together. I lived in the Honors House as a freshman, so I got to meet people right off the bat. I was with students who were in the same kinds of classes as me. So living in the Honors House just meant I had that group to start off with. Living with other honors students made all the difference in my experience, so why go anywhere else?
Northern Illinois University, learning today,
leading tomorrow.
Cold drinks, great food. O'Leary's has it.
A place full of people you know and people you're about to meet. Friends and future friends. So pull up a chair, grab a drink and dig in. You're at O'Leary's in downtown DeKalb. Welcome home.
Hey Husky fans, shop online for all the latest Husky merchandise at niubookstore.niu.edu. We carry the best brands, Gear, Jansport, Russell, Vantage, Zephyr, and more. Shop any of our 3 locations, the Home Student Center, the Convocation Center, and our newest location at the Barcema Alumni and Visitor Center. Open 3 hours before game time for every home game. For the best Husky gear selection and prices, stop by today or shop online at niubookstore.niu.edu. That's niubookstore.niu.edu.
A certified pre-owned BMW is a smart choice. But before the rigorous inspection, before the awards, and the critical acclaim, before all of this, first, it's a BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
BMW, the official luxury automobile of the Big Ten Conference.
Want to save money on your next car? Go shopping with VX.com.
This one's priced at $21,500.
An ADA guide says $19,200.
But it has leather seats.
Worth $625?
And a navigation system.
Worth $1,100?
You're not gonna find anything.
There are 14 similar vehicles within 5 miles. Maybe you should talk to your manager?
I'm gonna go talk to my manager.
VX.com will save you money.
15-13, we get ready for second half action here in DeKalb, Illinois, alongside former college coach Bob Kamel. I'm David Kaplan. Huskies made a lot of mistakes. They're very fortunate to be 2 down.
Well, David, it all comes down to special teams. Coach Dorn mentioned that as he came off the field. Special teams critically important. They have to make those corrections in the special teams. I think they'll be fine in the second half. We've got a ball game here, David.
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half of action. And we said the Huskies had some miscues, but they were able to get things rolling early. Really nice blocking on the touchdown for Jasmine Hopkins.
Well, what you see right there is that big Northern Illinois well-coached offensive line. Just get a hat on a hat. Usher back the defenders and let Hopkins make the cut. He's very capable.
We saw the big pancake block on a Wedditch. Then here a screw up on a punt at their own goal line. Upman steps in front of the snap.
Well, you've got three young guys back there, and watch. When the ball passes him is when he's supposed to step to the inside between the other blockers. He steps in prematurely. Consequently, the ball hits his shoulder. We end up with the safety.
And then Caleb Ravenall, good downfield blocking, and he gets into the end zone for a Western Michigan touchdown. They also had a couple of field goals from John Potter. They picked up the safety, and that's how they accounted for their 15 points. And then late in the first half, some people in the stadium, I think, felt maybe Northern Illinois would just take a knee and go to the locker room. Instead, they run a really successful wide receiver screen to Nathan Palmer.
Nathan Palmer does a great job, but Martell Moore early on in the play makes a great block. And I can't emphasize enough wide receivers going downfield, taking average plays and making them big plays.
Look at the numbers there. Rushing yards in Northern's favor, passing yards in Northern's favor. Obviously, total yards are, but turnovers 2-0. You see the penalties, you see the time of possession. So that wraps up the look at the first half. Chandler Harnish warming up that right arm. Huskies trail by 2. We have the second half kick coming up after this.
After retirement, hip pain made it difficult for me to enjoy golf. Then Dr. Jane told me about the Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital.
Joe had extensive arthritis of his hip, and he was a great candidate for total hip replacement. The day after surgery, Joe was walking with assistance. 3 weeks later, he was walking on his own.
Now I'm walking the course again with my friends and enjoying the activities I love.
The Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital. More active, less limits.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
Dish Network claims they have more HD channels than DirecTV. But what Dish doesn't tell you is that 24 of their HD channels are only in high def, part of the time. So with Dish, when you turn on your flat screen, you might get HD, or you might not. DirecTV now has over 170 HD channels, all in high def, all the time. The most full-time HD channels. Another reason why 50 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
With DeKalb, strength runs deep in Illinois. All season long, DeKalb stands strong, powering through the season, standing tall even in the toughest conditions. So when it comes time to harvest, you're bringing out the big scales. Count on industry-leading genetics and advanced genuity traits to help you get more from every acre. For results you can take to the bin. For strong root stalks and yields, go with DeKalb. 100 years strong in Illinois.
We are back, second half kick, ready to rock and roll. Good crowd on hand. It's homecoming weekend here in DeKalb. And the Huskies playing a battle against the 2-0 Western Michigan Broncos. Both teams with designs on a Mid-American Conference Championship. Look at the quarterback numbers. And Carter started very strong. Didn't finish as well as he might have liked. Chandler Harnish 11 for 22. A $174. Big chunk of that on that wide receiver screen to Nathan Palmer.
Big chunk of that yards after catch by some outstanding receivers.
All right, Ashford is deep along with Jamison Wells. It'll be Ashford. Ashford makes one man miss, dragged down 25-yard line, and that's where the Huskies go back on the attack to start the second half. I would think you were coaching in that locker room. I wasn't. I would think Coach Dorn was an unhappy camper with the mistakes that he saw. Not so much the Chandler Harnish throw. Those things are going to happen. But the special team problems have got to be cleaned up.
You know, you achieve what you emphasize, regardless of what you do in life, whether it's football or whatever it is. You have to emphasize special teams and the importance of special teams.
Harnish on a keeper. Harnish up the gut. Off a play action. He faked to Hopkins and then tucked inside. Froze the defender for just a second, and a nice gain on first down.
Well, watch the play action fake right here. He detaches the football. That's just what I talked about. I think one of the adjustments that Northern Illinois is going to make offensively is not only to have Chandler throw the football, but have Chandler run with the football.
He's going to throw this time to Willie Clark. Clark makes the catch. Johnny Simon makes the tackle. First down, Northern Illinois. So they start the second half very effectively.
Well, here we go with the no huddle again. The no huddle right now, effectively for Northern Illinois, they have to get into a rhythm. Just get in the rhythm with that no huddle and just do the things you've done successfully in the past. They'll be fine. We're going to have a great ball game here in the second half. And make no mistake about it, this Bronco defense has come to play.
Chandler Harnish just got popped on that quarterback keeper. He was hit by Aaron Winchester, cornerback. Small, 5'6", but he knows how to hit. Boom! That's a little guy laying that blow out there.
He's 183 pounds, David, and I mean, he brought it. North Miami Beach High School, Miami Beach, Florida.
Harnish drops steps, throws. Willie Clark dropped the football.
You know, one of the things we talked about, obviously, Western Michigan, Kalamazoo, Michigan, you look at across the board at, you know, all these young guys that come from Miami. That comes as a result of probably having an assistant football coach on the staff who may have recruited that area prior to coming to Coach Kubit's staff. You go back to the places you know where you have relationships, and you see that kind of a pipeline.
Third and 10. Harnish going to keep. Harnish makes a man miss. Harnish has a first down and a whole lot more. Harnish up the sideline. And he is knocked out inside the 20 and 15-yard penalty because they hit the quarterback out of bounds.
Exactly what I talked about, David. He's got the football in his hand. He can throw the football. He can run with the football. And I think they've decided to let him run a little bit more in the second half.
You see there, he's out of bounds, and they knock him down. Do you think that's an unnecessary roughness penalty there? He's right at the sideline. Boy, it's awfully hard to pull up at that point.
I'd call it a penalty, David.
You would?
I'd definitely call it a penalty, yeah. You have to know where you're at on the field. I understand that, you're in pursuit. You want to make the play and all those things, but
dead ball, personal foul. Late hit out of bounds on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Justin Curry, the man guilty of the infraction. Freshman out of Big Rapids, Michigan. 6'2", 192. And, well, it's just so hard when you get to that sideline. You see the play. I mean, he lays out, but you're probably right. It's already to the edge of the white.
I don't think, and I absolutely do not think it was malicious. It just was that fine line right there. Here's Harnish with the football again. And this
actually
is
Lynch in.
Lynch, I'm sorry. This is it again. That's what I'm talking about. Get the football in the quarterback's hands and let him run with the ball. You know, when you play action fake to Hopkins, or you fake to Hopkins and then come off of that detached football, because of the ability of Hopkins, that's a big draw on the defense. Interesting to see if they have a package in here for Lynch to throw the football.
So Lynch, who we've seen getting a little bit of time today. Lynch hands it off, up the gut, driving toward the goal line, but it'll be stopped inside the 2. Zajac made the tackle of 32, Cameron Bell.
Cameron Bell is 250 pounds, David, a senior, 6 feet 2 inches tall from Round Rock, Texas. I mean, we're from everywhere right now in this Mid-American Conference.
3rd and 2 at the 2. Daniels to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Daniels banging inside, tough running, gets it done. Akeem Daniels, the sophomore out of Kissimmee, Florida, puts NIU in front, pending the PAT. Great blocking up front, Bob.
Great push. Great push up front. I can't say enough about Scott Weddich. I mean, you can't say enough about it. He's a young guy. You know, talk about playing on Sunday. He will absolutely have an opportunity at the National Football League. 6 feet 4 inches tall, 309 pounds. And I mean, he brings it. He has great leverage, brings his legs. Outstanding football player.
Great drive for the Huskies. Lynch hands off. Daniels to Pater. Huskies by 5.
Hey, Husky fans, shop online for all the latest Husky merchandise at niubookstore.niu.edu. We carry the best brands, Gear, Jansport, Russell, Vantage, Zephyr, and more. Shop any of our 3 locations. The Home Student Center, the Convocation Center, and our newest location at the Barcema Alumni and Visitor Center. Open 3 hours before game time for every home game. For the best Husky gear selection and prices, stop by today or shop online at niubookstore.niu.edu. That's niubookstore.niu.edu.
Hi, I'm Bruce Pinsler, president of Galaxy Home Remodeling. If you're at home getting ready to watch today's big game, think about how awesome it would be to have a new kitchen or a family room addition. We use only the finest materials, and combined with our factory-trained, certified installation team, we can't be beat. Like my mother said, do great work, give a great deal. That's Galaxy.
773-783-8300. Call Galaxy.
The NIU football team returns to Husky Stadium on Tuesday, November the 15th for a game against Ball State. It's the blackout game as fans are encouraged to wear black, and free black thunder sticks will be handed out at the gates. Then Friday, November 25, Eastern Michigan comes to town for the final home game of 2011. Reserve your tickets before it's too late at NIUHuskies.com. Take a look at the drive and the touchdown, and there's Lynch with the handoff.
32, David. 32 right there. Lead block by the fullback, Cameron Bell. I think we're going to see another angle. Watch him here again. There he is.
As you like to say.
Oh, I love it. I love fullback play. Look at that block on that linebacker. Outstanding job by Cameron Bell. Remember one thing, this guy's 250 pounds, 6 feet 2 inches tall, was a transfer from Iowa State, actually played a little bit of linebacker in his day. Very impressive play by that young man. And the one thing is, you know, the ball gets in the end zone, we see the tailback and this and that and everything else, but you know what? That young guy there, that's what made the play. That's why I love pointing these fullbacks out.
All right, same deep men again. Aaron Winchester and Dervon Wallace, and it will come down in the hands of Wallace, who will watch it go out of bounds. So another special teams miscue for the Northern Illinois Huskies.
I thought you were going to make reference to the way I feel about when that happens. About
drives you crazy.
Angst that I have toward when a kicker cannot keep the ball in the field of play. It's almost 58 yards wide. This is all they do is practice this every day. For the life of me, David, I don't understand that. I really, really don't. Wind or no wind.
Hy-Vee is the official grocery sponsor of Northern Illinois Athletics. All right, get good field position at the 40 for Carter and company, trailing now. Carter, quick toss, finds his man, and it will be a gain of about 6.5 or 7 yards. Caleb Ravenall makes the catch off the Carter toss. Second, and they'll call it 4. A short 4. Handoff, tackle behind the line. Big time play. I believe that was Ronnie Newcomb out of Wheatfield, Indiana, redshirt senior. And he sniffed this one out and exploded into the backfield. Look at that finish.
That is an outstanding defensive play. The whole deal with that, with a defensive lineman, you got to have that first step is a quick step. There can't be a hitch. It's a snap and it's a go.
3rd and 8 for the Broncos of Western Michigan, trailing 20-15. Carter rolling left, throws, has his man, and it will be far short of a first down.
Great reaction by the corner on that side of the field.
Jimmie Ward, the safety, made the hit.
Outstanding reaction by Ward.
Eric Monette, a big man at 6'6", and Jimmie Ward drives him out of bounds.
What you do with these defensive backs, you get them into their back pedal when you're practicing with them, and then you give them a signal, and when they get in that back pedal, they can't take extra steps. As soon as they feel the ball's thrown, boom, now come up and make the play. Great reaction.
All right, Huskies are going to get the football back. Snap, the punt is away. It's a spiraling, driving kick. Be caught at the 5-yard line. Turns the corner across the 20, makes a man miss. Ashford still on his feet, all the way out to the 37-yard line. Outstanding return by Perez Ashford, number 7. Really solid effort. Now, the tackle made by Kirk Nakama, but isn't the rule at the inside the 10 you don't catch the football? What does coach say to him on that?
Well, you know, there's a fine line there, David. To be very honest with you, I was a bit surprised that he fielded the football, because when the ball was in the air, I thought we were going to let this one go. But great effort, and you know, you can't fault his enthusiasm. It's a great, as we mentioned before, an effort. And listen, don't think that was an easy catch.
Harnish keeps off a full house backfield. Harnish Harnish off to the races, cuts back outside. Harnish will be dragged down at the 10-yard line. Huge play, Chandler Harnish. Winchester saved a touchdown. Big play for Northern Illinois on the Western Michigan defense.
You cannot talk enough about and praise enough Chandler Harnish with the multitude of abilities that he has.
Handoff goes absolutely nowhere. I believe that was Hopkins. Might have been Leighton Settle in at the running back spot. It is Leighton Settle. Knocked down by Devin Brandt, number 42.
David, this is what I anticipated early in the game with Harnish when we talked about it. I mean, he running the football. And what's giving them the opportunity to do this is be the successful runs with Hopkins. He fakes to Hopkins. The linebackers freeze. The corners freeze. Hopkins got the football. No, he doesn't. Harnish detaches, finds that lateral crease in the defense, and he's upfield.
155 yards for the quarterback on the ground today. Harnish tosses, goes to the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Deron Brown, who got all twisted and turned around, and they cannot make a hookup for a touchdown.
They are, Northern Illinois right now with Harnish is really in a rhythm. I mean, momentum has changed. They are in a rhythm. They are playing confident football here.
He threw to that back corner of the end zone. They break the end zone up into quadrants, don't they?
Yes.
And he put the football where he wanted. I think his receiver just got a little twisted.
I think it turned around. The ball was thrown over the outside shoulder, which is where you want the football. The receiver was looking initially inside.
Hopkins cuts it back inside the 10-yard line. He's going to bring up a third down and about 8. Excuse me, fourth down. Just 7.5, 8 yards. So they will kick a field goal here. Matthew Sims, number 99, on for another attempt. This one much more manageable. He's been very good today. A 25-yard field goal try. Snap, set, kick is good. Bangs it through. Huskies an 8-point lead. And that was another Elburn Co-op food goal. Kicked by the Huskies. The Elburn Co-op just donated another $50 to a local food pantry. Matthew Sims bangs through another field goal, and the Huskies increase their lead. Take a look at the 51-yard Chandler Harnish run.
I mean, there are still defensive players from Western Michigan chasing Hopkins on that play. That's what made the play the fake, the great play-action fake. I mean, 4 or 5 guys are after Hopkins, and then you get the detached football by Chandler Harnish. He finds that lateral crease in the defense, as I mentioned, he takes off. But credit that offensive line from Northern Illinois that's played together year in and year out, senior and junior laden. You get offensive linemen that play that long side by side, 2 years, 3 years. That is just a huge advantage for an offense. I mean, they're big, they're fast, they're athletic, they're well coached. Broncos right now are going to have to come here and answer the bell. Field position is going to be critically important, and I think we're going to see David from the Broncos is young Mr. Jordan White preempted at the game plan for the second half yet again.
Today's attendance, 20,277. Nice crowd on hand. 20,277 on a homecoming Saturday. Kick is going to be a short one, going to come down at the 15-yard line. The Broncos are going to have very good field position once again. Kick returned by Aaron Winchester. He's knocked down by Marky Hayes and Gervais Porter. And that is where Western Michigan will go on the attack around the 35-yard line. See where they spot, 36-yard line. Now they trail by 8 after having an 8-point lead. 15-7. They have been outscored by 16.
We highlighted the facilities here and the potential facilities at Northern Illinois. But I will tell you, up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Coach Kubit and that bunch up there, from a facility standpoint, they've got it going.
Bill Kubit, a very well-respected coach. Broncos 2-0 in conference play. Huskies sit at 1-1. Carter throws, finds his man, Ravenall, and he is dragged down. Faustin, Progar, a gang of black and red shirts are there on the hit.
One of the things you want to do, watch, they keep the football inside and in front of the defense. In other words, they have him cupped there. He's not going to get to the outside. They got a man to the outside, a man to the inside, and a man coming straight up the field to make the play. Inside and front, critically important when you're defending an athlete of his abilities.
Carter looking option, tosses, Fields. Fields inside the 40. Picks up maybe 3. Delegal rolled over from his linebacker spot to lay some lumber on him, but he gets it to the 43.5 line. It's going to be third and a very manageable 3 yards. Big play for the NIU defense. They've scored on their first 2 possessions. They could get a stop here, would give them some really, really good momentum. For Western, they need to keep the chains moving. Carter going to keep it himself. Carter has a first down.
I love that call, David. Love the call. Get into an option phase. What happens to an option football? The defense now is no longer reaction football. They are assignment football. Who has the quarterback here? Is it the linebacker? Is it the outside linebacker? Is it the safety? If you haven't seen option all day and then all of a sudden you start getting option football, you have to go to your option rules. And when you go to your option rules, it's as I said before, you have an assignment. It's more assignment than it is reaction.
If you watch that tape again, Jimmie Ward had a shot and he was able to cut back inside. Good move by Carter to beat the safety, made the play and got the first down. Carter keeps it, cuts it back inside, and he is dragged down by Delegal.
You know, the interesting situation here is now Carter and the Western Michigan offense are basically mirroring what Chandler Harnish was doing with the Northern Illinois offense. That's why I said they have like abilities. They're almost mirror images of each other. Probably Harnish maybe just a little bit quicker and, you know, a little more in tune to that type of a scheme. But this young guy Carter, too, has shown some great athleticism, especially with these option plays that we've seen in this past series.
2nd and 6, 6:02 as the clock drips under the 6-minute mark in DeKalb. Carter stands in the pocket, throws, and it's dropped. He was looking to complete a pass to Scriven, and Antoine Scriven could not make the catch. That's one you have got to make the play. Well, he must have heard footsteps.
Exactly, and Scriven right there, young man, don't take the chance that it wasn't a lateral. When that ball's thrown out there and you don't catch it, get on that football.
I was just going to ask you that. Could that be perceived as a lateral? It was very close.
Could have been. It was close. That's why the back has to get on the football.
3rd and 6. Carter pressured, looking, has time. Outstanding defensive play. Sean Evans, sophomore cornerback, came up and got a paw on it and knocked it away. Heck of a defensive play.
Great recognition here. Outstanding recognition. Good coverage. Just get a hand in there. It doesn't have to be picture perfect. Just deflect the football. Great job of driving underneath the football. The thing with that is if you're wrong, that wide receiver's still running. You take that chance, you have to know that you're going to make that play.
Right, he's celebrating. He's in the end zone.
Yeah. If you're going to come under, be right.
Ashford is deep for the Huskies. He'll get the punt from Armour. This one will hit, check back up like a really nice sandwich at the 15-yard line. Huskies will go on the attack. We are breaking. It's 23-15, NIU 5:38 left in the 3rd in DeKalb, Illinois.
I'm in the honors program here at NIU. The Honors House is a place where honors students can live together. I lived in the Honors House as a freshman, so I got to meet people right off the bat. I was with students who were in the same kinds of classes as me. So living in the Honors House just meant I had that group to start off with. Living with other honors students made all the difference in my experience, so why go anywhere else?
Northern Illinois University. Learning today.
Leading tomorrow.
Pro Jersey Sports in Downers Grove, your outlet for authentic wear. Now, with double the space at our new location, Pro Jersey Sports has the largest selection of Chicago team wear anywhere. Get ready for each season with authentic wear from your favorite team. We have something for most any team, college or pro, plus throwback jerseys and autographed memorabilia. Pro Jersey Sports, you won't believe the selection or prices. Stop by our new location or visit us online. Pro Jersey Sports, 75th and Lamont in Downers Grove, your outlet for authentic wear.
Hey, host, what you looking at?
The game?
Boy, done lost his mind. Let me educate you on something. This ain't no game. These are numbers. It's on. You know only NFL Sunday Ticket gives you every game every Sunday afternoon, live, right on your phone.
Baby, look at the little man there and show me.
Wow, aren't you just the cutest?
Slow your roll, baby, slow your roll.
Upgrade to NFL Sunday Ticket to go and take your team wherever you go.
I hated to see Ron Gunther.
Remax Catherine Gannon's listing of the game is a 3-bedroom Cape Cod home that sits on a corner lot in Sycamore. The home features a grand open front porch, fireplace inside and out, a deck, water features, fence yard, full basement. If you need single-floor living, this home is perfect for you, and it's located in the heart of Husky country. For more information on this listing and other listings, visit CatherineGannon.net. That's CatherineGannon.net.
As we were talking about administrators changing positions around the country, Ron Gunther retiring at the University of Illinois. Ron Gunther, one of the outstanding athletic administrators that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. I wish Ron a lot of luck in his retirement.
Ashford off the toss from Harnish. Gets it out to the 33. That'll move the sticks. Solid first down play. Huskies have run that wide receiver screen very effectively today. We saw Nathan Palmer on that big run at the end of the half.
That play right there, and again, I can't say enough about Martell Moore. That play goes when you've got unselfish wide receivers out there that are willing to go downfield and block.
Harnish gonna keep it himself. Cuts it back inside. Harnish, another big play. Harnish up the sideline. Harnish will be knocked out at the 25-yard line. Demetrius Petway from his safety spot was the man who rode him to the sidelines, but another huge play for Chandler Harnish. Look at this cut.
That is just so big time. I mean, and again, David, I can't say enough. You can't defend that. You can't practice against that. All you can do is say keep him inside in front of the defense. You can't diagram that play if you're a defensive coordinator.
This time it's Hopkins going around the left side. Hopkins up the sideline, and he steps out at the 4-yard line.
Now, I talked about faking to Hopkins and Harnish keeping the football. Now Harnish looked like he's going to keep the football, and he gets all that draw, and now he gives it to Hopkins. They're looking for Harnish. He's not there. It's Hopkins.
Boy, I thought Petway had a shot at a tackle, and he just looked like he pulled up. It didn't look like he had his feet under him.
Well, right now they're complementing each other so well. As I mentioned before, you fake to one, everybody goes one way, you fake the other, back the other way, and look at this guy tiptoeing down the sideline. He is out of bounds.
5-yard penalty. Still first down.
You watched that previous play. Number 2, Petway. Demetrius Petway had a shot, I thought, to make a tackle, and it looked like he was just off balance and couldn't make the play.
That's one of the things as a defender. You want to get your shoulders square and break down. You don't want to turn your shoulders. Your shoulders are square. You give yourself a 3-way go. You turn your shoulders, it's hard to come back to make the play.
Harnish gives to Daniels. Daniels cuts it back inside. Daniels to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
David, I talk about wide receivers blocking. You want to be a complete running back, you block like Hopkins blocked on this last play. What a great job at 5'9", 181 pounds. I know we're going to get another chance to see it. He made the play go.
Daniels to pay dirt again. His second touchdown of the day. Matthew Sims will try and tack on the extra point. Snap, set, kick, perfect.
There's a difference between being a runner and being a running back. You want to be a complete running back? Watch Hopkins here, right? Watch this block. Excellent play. That young guy, I mean, that's a complete running back. It's one thing just to be able to carry the football and run down the field. It's another thing to be able to carry the football and throw a block just like that and spring another back to get into the backfield. Unselfish, full team type of concept. I mean, just that cut right there, that is a well-coached young man.
Boy, that was a heck of a block by Jasmine Hopkins. There's the howitzer cannon, Bob Albrecht calls it.
The howitzer cannon?
Our great producer. Yep, the howitzer cannon.
Young guys handling that howitzer cannon down there. You know what? Those are young people that are going to serve our country in the not too
no doubt
distant
about it.
future. My hat is off to them.
Absolutely. You saw the Northern Illinois scoring drive. There's the young man there running the cannon. So outstanding blocking again by the NIU wide receivers and backs today has just been tremendous.
That's coaching, David. That is coaching, my friend.
There is a ground ball kick again. No chance at a return. It is scooped up for Western Michigan by Matt Cutler out of Kalamazoo, sophomore, 6'3", 251. For Chandler Harnish today, he is over his career high, his previous high, 178 yards on the ground. And Harnish approaching 200 on the day, 195, 11 carries for 195 yards. And I have a feeling he's not done yet. Huge possession for Western. Throws, finds White. White has it at the 40. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Jordan White with the catch. Schiller, the linebacker, made the tackle. Carter looking. Carter is going down. Wells with the sack. Big Anthony Wells, number 91, came over and got Carter. The Huskies are making life very tough on Carter.
That's tough duty for Anthony Parker, that left tackle, when Carter flushes himself to the outside that close to the pursuit.
And it's intercepted, picked off by the Huskies. Carter's pass was high. Demetrius Stone, I believe, was the man who made the pick. And the Huskies in business with a chance to blow this one wide open. Late third quarter, and problems big time for the Broncos. There's the throw. He misses his man. White throws behind him. We've seen 3 or 4 throws today behind Jordan White, and this time there's a defender there to pick it off. That is the Huskies' first interception of the season for our man Stone.
You know, and come right back now. Come right back into that rhythm of running the football. Put the football in the hands of White. Put the football in the hands of Chandler Harnish. Keep the football on the ground.
2nd and 4. Harnish, quick wide receiver screen. Nice catch. Nathan Palmer makes the grab. Johnny Simon makes the tackle. And Carter dialing up some help.
Well, that's so critically important. The coach up in the press box that's talking to him. I mean, there's one thing of being critical of a young guy. There's another thing of coaching him up and continuing to coach him up throughout the game. I mean, there's a certain psyche to the quarterback out on the field. You have to be understanding of where he's at in the game and what's happened.
Daniels to the end zone. Touchdown! Or are they going to spot it short? They may say his knee is down. This may get reviewed. Very, very close to a touchdown. There are replay officials here, but right now we have not had anything from the upstairs to indicate they're going to review it. We will see. We do have a stop. It will be reviewed.
I think it's a good call. I think his knee was down when he stretched the football out.
I think he was in the end zone. We're going to find out who's right. Now, for those of you at home wondering how this system works, there is no under the hood like you see in the NFL. In college football, the call will come from up here from the booth. We have a replay official in the other booth to our right. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown, Coach Kamel.
One more look. Let's take a look here, David. I think you're right, though. Great camera work.
He never comes down till he's in the end zone.
I think it is a touchdown.
An outstanding effort
by
Hakeem Daniels.
I think this will be reversed. I think this will be a touchdown.
He stretches it out. He's in. That is a touchdown.
After further review.
And he will hear from up here to our right, one booth over. He will hear from the replay official who will tell him what he saw. The man in the replay booth makes the call, not the official. They assume the call on the field to be correct unless there's indisputable
evidence
to turn it over. And I just don't see any way you turn this into a play where it stops short of the goal line. I think he's in. We'll wait for the call, but again, if you look at it, the angles we've seen, he is into the end zone before the knee comes down.
I think you made a great comment, David, the difference between doing this at the collegiate ranks and in the National Football League.
Right, in the NFL, the official goes under the hood and he makes the call. Simply the referee up in the booth, the replay official, tells him what he saw, but then the official on the field makes the call. They are making sure that his leg never touched the ground.
Outstanding effort.
We have a call. Here it comes.
After further review, the play on the field stands as called. The ball runner was down short of the goal line. Second down.
No way. No chance.
Will you ever argue with me again?
Coach Doran has a flag. He ought to throw his challenge flag and look at it again. He is not down. There is no chance. There is no way, unless they're saying that they can't see his leg. And he's into the end zone now. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And the route is on. Hopkins gets to the end zone. This is the most points allowed by Western Michigan this season. Previous was 34 to Michigan in the famous three-quarter game that was stopped because of lightning. Sims on for the extra point. I'm still hacked off because I thought I got the call right. Snap, extra point up, it's good. 37-15, NIU offense entering today, 40 points in the third quarter, first 6 games. Today, 24 alone, and we're not done with the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
Larry English, you were just selected #1 by the San Diego Chargers in the NFL draft. Where are you going to go?
I'm going to Fatty's.
Fatty's Pub and Grill in DeKalb is your official NIU pre- and post-game headquarters. Whether you're catching a game on our high-definition big screens or enjoying some of our famous grilled food in our beer garden, Fatty's is the place to be. It's all at Fatty's Pub and Grill, located just south of Husky Stadium on West Lincoln Highway in DeKalb.
Welcome back to NIU Husky football, presented by the NIU College of Business, where the classroom meets the business world. 2:26 left in the third. Northern Illinois trailed in this game 15-7, and they have scored 30 unanswered points. There is Hopkins hitting pay dirt. Touchdown for the Huskies to give them that big 22-point lead.
This offensive line, the Northern Illinois offensive line, David, is in just such a rhythm right now. And you know what? Offensive linemen by nature, they would rather run block than pass block. I mean, they want to get a hat on a hat. They want to strike you. They want to bring their legs. They want to try to pancake you. That, you know, the passiveness, if you will, of pass protection. I mean, it's a great technique and all that. It's obviously very well needed. It's a great technique to learn as a young offensive lineman, but at the same time, give an offensive lineman an opportunity to make that first step and get it, engage the blocker, and put them back. That's what they want to do.
Another low driving kick. This time it's scooped up. It'll be right at the 40-yard line as Dominique Ware absolutely blows up Justin Curry, who scooped up that low driving kick. Let's go to Luke Stuckmeyer on the field. Luke.
Cap, 2 weeks ago, Dave Doran was asked in his weekly press conference if the defense was going to have to make major changes. They were giving up an average of 40 points a game. He said, no time to panic right now. We're just going to get things set. And you look at the results. Last week, they gave up less than 70 yards to Kent State, and right now holding the Broncos to just 15 points.
Thank you, Luke. Great point. Last week, they were just dominant, and they've really stepped it up against a great offensive team. Caleb Ravenall makes the catch. He'll be very close to a first down. Look at the time of possession numbers between these two clubs today. And as we said, the Huskies have scored 30 unanswered points. There you see the time of possession. So favoring Western Michigan, but Northern Illinois has had so many big plays, especially Harnish, a bunch of long runs, and then Nathan Palmer a long run. Carter keeps it. Carter will get to the 41 of Northern Illinois. Pat Schiller from his linebacker spot to make the tackle.
Pat Schiller is what we refer to, just a fly-around guy.
You know who he reminds me of? Former standout Northern Illinois linebacker Ron DeLisi. That one incomplete for Jordan White. You remember Ron DeLisi?
I remember Ron DeLisi. I recruited Ron DeLisi.
Remember that, right? Gordon Tech.
Gordon Tech High School. There was another fly-around guy. A little bit of an undersized inside linebacker, but just instinctive and tough and a leader and just a great kid.
Carter going to keep. Carter going to go down. Short of the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. It will possibly be tackle for loss. We'll see where they spot this.
This Baxter, he is quick. He is quick and he's athletic. He gets a great first move. That's what it's all about. Get that first step, David.
4th and 3. It was a tackle for loss. Carter throws. Flag flies, nearly intercepted. We'll see who the penalty's on.
Holding offense, number 65. Penalty is declined. First down.
They brought pressure. Western Michigan grabbed a jersey. You could see Coach Cubitt, not a happy camper. Watch 65 to the left of center, and there comes the hold right there. No doubt about it. He was beaten off the line of scrimmage. Ball was nearly picked. Hy-Vee is the official grocery sponsor of Northern Illinois Athletics. Visit the Hy-Vee. We're going to talk to Athletic Director Jeff Comfer in a couple minutes. He will be joining us in the booth. Big day for the Huskies, getting a $3 million donation. There's Chandler Harnish up the gut again, and that may push him over 200 yards rushing on the day.
I mean, that's become the Huskies' signature play. That is their signature play. They run that as well as anybody. And basically, it's just a counter play, but rather than using two running backs I mentioned before, it's off the quarterback action.
Harnish going to keep again. Another big chunk, makes a man miss. Dragged down at the 38-yard line, and he is clearly over 200. Petway made the tackle, but a big day for Chandler Harnish. in rushing today. He has been outstanding.
I will tell you, if I'm a defensive coordinator from one of the Northern Illinois' future opponents, and I'm looking at this film today, I'm saying to myself, I have got a lot of work to do. How do you defend this guy? You what we call a spy technique. You take a middle guard, you drop him, you take a linebacker, but yet then actually you're playing with one less man on the defensive side of the football.
15 seconds left as they are going to run the clock down, it appears here, and head to the fourth quarter. The Huskies have scored 30 unanswered points.
They may call that new football, that athletic facility, Harnish Hall after today.
Boy, he has been outstanding. All right, we will take a timeout. Athletic Director Jeff Comfer will join us at the start of the fourth quarter. Big day for the Huskies on both sides of the football. They're blowing out Western Michigan.
After retirement, hip pain made it difficult for me to enjoy golf. Then Dr. Jane told me about the Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital.
Joe had extensive arthritis of his hip, and he was a great candidate for total hip replacement. The day after surgery, Joe was walking with assistance. 3 weeks later, he was walking on his own.
Now I'm walking the course again with my friends and enjoying the activities I love.
The Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital. More active, less limits.
Man, where are all the shrimp? I think I see something. Good, because I'm starving. I could really eat some shrimp. I just love shrimp. Be quiet. It's coming this way. Here, shrimpy, shrimpy, shrimpy. That's not a shrimp!
Introducing Honey Walnut Shrimp. Crispy tempura shrimp, wok tossed in a gourmet honey sauce and topped with glazed walnuts. A delicious new reason to visit Panda Express.
Eddie?
We went tubing and we were like literally flying on the tube. I twisted and I went into the water.
She started feeling pain in her back.
We went to the Children's Hospital, Rush Hospital, and the Mayo Clinic.
They all agreed that she should have surgery.
We were like, nah.
My dad saw a commercial.
They told us that they could help her.
After about a month, she started getting some relief. It was phenomenal. We couldn't believe it.
Call the Iliinois Back Institute at 866-693-0955 for a free consultation.
The Director of Athletics, Associate Vice President of the University, Jeff Comfer, our friend, is in this booth here with us, and the Huskies have ripped off 30 straight. I said to Bob Kamel, Jeff, a little earlier, it's 15-7. I don't know if we're going to see our friend Jeff up here. He's not going to be too happy. Boy, your club's played great in the second half.
They really have. It's been a joy to see the team come back the way they did. Had a couple mistakes early, but definitely rebounded well.
Also a big day for Northern Illinois, for the athletic department, but for the university as a whole. You get a great gift from Kenneth and Ellen Chesick, and you have a new practice center going up.
Yes, we do. The Kenneth and Ellen Chesick practice facility is well underway with our fundraising drive. They gave a $3 million gift to get the ball rolling, and today we announced our formal and public campaign. We've raised $7.6 million towards a $9.5 million goal.
And another big run by your quarterback, Chandler Harnish, who is having a career day. He is well over 200 yards, and he has just looked outstanding.
David, I couldn't agree with you more, but I have to tell you this. Look at the play of the offensive line. Just amazing. Just amazing. They are well coached. I can't say enough about them and their techniques and their toughness and everything that goes along with great offensive line play.
Lynch hands off to Hopkins. Hopkins breaks a tackle inside the 15-yard line. You know, one thing Bob was talking about, your specialty guys, your wide receivers, your backs. Yes, they've run the ball. Yes, they've caught it. Their blocking has been phenomenal.
They are. They have great technique and coached up all week on this, and you can tell they really emphasize that.
Jeff, I can't imagine what your schedule looks like. Since you've been here, you've had to hire a football coach.
Right.
Since you've been here, you're putting in a new facility.
New basketball coach.
New basketball coach. On and on. We're talking about fundraising in the greater scheme of being an athletic director at the highest level as you are. How much of your duties, of your time is actually in the fundraising aspect?
Well, that's a great question, Bob. And I was talking to my staff about it earlier and really thanking them for allowing me to spend the time I have in in fundraising because I have a great staff. My executive staff, the people that report directly to me, have made my life so much easier operationally within the department and around the university that I can spend time working with our donors and our alumni and actually raising money towards a very worthy project.
Now, coming to Northern Illinois, the University of Northern Illinois University, the expectations you had, surprises, things that you felt that maybe you wanted to change, things that maybe you wanted to keep the same. I mean, what was your philosophy coming in?
Well, I knew that NIU had a great tradition of winning in football, and I definitely wanted to keep that and get that started again. And I was lucky to come in after Jim Phillips hired Jerry Kill, so that was already in place. The Jordan Center was in place, so what I wanted to do was not mess anything up initially, and then I wanted to make improvements as we saw opportunities.
Lynch up the gut, Lynch inside the 5, driving to the end zone. Did he get in?
I think we have a flag here, David, and it looks like it's in the area of the offensive line. Looks like this play may be called back.
Offside, defense number 99. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
First down, and it will be 1st and goal to go for Northern Illinois, looking to put the cherry on top of the sundae, leading 37-15. They're going to spot it at the 1. And we probably have seen the last of Chandler Harnish for the day. Lynch at quarterback. Handoff, inside run to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Give them 6. Huskies 43-15. Another sustained drive. Hopkins gets the touchdown. Crowd's in a festive mood. Great crowd today.
Yeah, it is a great crowd. It's our homecoming, 105th homecoming for the Huskies, and really happy that so many of our fans and students showed up today. It's always a festive environment around campus.
Jeff, what's your day like on game day?
Well, I normally get here about 4 or 5 hours before the game, and today we had a lot of events surrounding the announcement of the Chesapeake practice facility, so I wasn't involved in a lot of that. But I'd try and get around to some tailgates and try and get around to see a bunch of people and have a really good time and then be here for the team.
All right, we've got to take a timeout. We'll talk a little bit more with Jeff. Huskies have blown this one open. They're up 29. 12:45 to go. Brigham Field at Husky Stadium.
NIU fans, when you enter the Village Commons bookstore, you're entering Husky Country. VCB is the official site for NIU athletics, featuring the NIU Husky logo on a wide range of hats, t-shirts, shorts, sweats, and NIU logo gifts and accessories. Whether you're a student, graduate, or fan of NIU athletics, the Village Commons bookstore is your official Husky headquarters. Visit us at the stadium on game day or at our store in DeKalb at 901 Lucinda or on the web at www.vcbs.com.
These obstacles are a challenge for any driver. But for the driver of a Lexus IS 250, the real challenge is doing it backwards. This is class-leading turning radius. This is precision you can feel. This is the Lexus IS. See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
I'll cut out early.
Attention high school students, Northern Illinois University hosting an open house on Friday, November 11th. For more information, Google NIU Open House. That's Google search NIU Open House. Northern Illinois University, learning today, leading tomorrow. David Kaplan, Bob Kamel, Luke Stuckmeyer with you here in DeKalb. And with us, the athletic director, Dr. Jeff Comfer. And you look, 40-plus points in 6 of 7 games this season. Your offense has stepped up in a big way, Jeff.
They really have. You know, last week our defense stepped up a lot, and this week I think the defense has played great today as well. But offensively, we've really put it all together, and Chandler's having an unbelievable day.
One last question, Jeff. With all of the changes in conferences all across the scheme of college athletics. Do you see any changes in the Mid-American Conference as far as additions, or do you see anybody from the Mid-American Conference possibly entertaining competition elsewhere?
Yeah, I could see the possibility of Temple leaving to go back to the Big East. I think that's possible. I think that they're certainly on the list and would probably enjoy that opportunity to get back there. That would be the biggest change to our conference. But as you know, we just added UMass as a football-only school, so we wouldn't actually be losing anybody because they wouldn't be starting until next year with us, UMass.
Let me ask you this also.
Hang on 1 second. Deshane Durant, the man that is down for Northern Illinois, got banged around on the kick return.
If I may, Jeff, why now? Why at this point in time of the year is all of this posturing going on? Wouldn't you think it would probably occur more so after the football season, or is this a domino effect type of situation?
I think it's a domino effect. That's a good way to say it. I think when you see the teams that have moved or indicated their desire to move, they're really planning for the future, and for them the future's now. They want to make sure they put their stake in the ground for next season.
Carter throws, completes it, short pass over the middle. Clark Mussman made the catch. Pat Schiller, who's had a whale of a day at middle linebacker, came up and made the hit. Clock ticking at 12:20 and the Huskies in command, 44-15. Big day. It's a good day when it's a homecoming win on top of it.
It is, and that's always great to have a big crowd in front of a homecoming home group, and we're happy that people came back and got to see this, and hopefully we just got to hold on to it through the fourth quarter here.
Captain, I know I echo both of our sentiment. We're happy to be here too.
We are. We love coming back to our
like
home.
coming to Cal, to Husky Stadium, and Jeff, the people here, your entire staff, the way we're treated is just, it's outstanding, and I know David and I both appreciate it.
Well, thanks. We're happy to have you guys. You do a wonderful job for us, and wish you could be with us every week. I'll tell you, it's fun to have you here, and I know our fans appreciate being on TV with you guys. Thank you so much for having me up here today.
You bet. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all the success.
Have a great day.
Jeff Comfort, fine athletic director at Northern Illinois University. Huskies leading 44-15, the 11:44 mark. Jordan White made another catch, so he's going to have another day. Fifth straight week with 10 catches. Rashawn Melvin made the hit, and he was the man who was shaken up for NIU. But another 10-plus catch day. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
You know, David is an outstanding young guy as he is. I'm sure he'd trade those 10 catches for a little bit of a difference on that scoreboard.
No question
right now.
about it.
You know, talking to the coaches before the game, he's really a team guy, a leader, an outstanding young man. Great job in the classroom, everything you want in a college student athlete.
Carter looks, pressured, throws, incomplete.
This is where
he was looking for Arnheim.
Excuse me, David, but this is where play calling becomes difficult. I mean, there's 11 minutes and 27 seconds left in the football game. You're down. There still has to be a certain amount of patience. You just can't start winging the football downfield, on and on. These are tough spots, obviously.
Carter looking, throws over the middle, nearly intercepted. Durant back in the ball game, nearly had the pick.
Boy, David, is Jeff Comfort just strictly class or what?
Good man, very good man. Here's the throw. You see, stands there, sails on his receiver. I don't think Durant expected that laser beam to come flying that quickly at him.
Well, one of the things in the defense of the free safety, he had to stay to that side of the field, because if that wide receiver is led across the field and he gets himself out of position, that's a touchdown.
Ben Armour, fifth-year senior out of Janesville, Wisconsin, into punt, and he's going to pooch punt this, and it's going to roll and roll and roll. And do they save it? I don't believe they do. No, touchback. That was almost perfection, and instead it rolls into the end zone.
A directional punt, as they call it now.
Correct.
A directional punt.
When I played, it was a pooch punt.
That was close.
That was close.
Now the official's right there. No doubt.
Huskies back to work, leading 44-15, 11-13 to go in the ballgame. Lynch will stay in at quarterback. Chandler Harnish's day is done. And Lynch blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
David, I think that was a broken play.
He looked to be trying to hand it off.
Indeed. I think it was a broken play.
Be a 2nd and 13. Lynch keeps. Lynch doing his best Chandler Harnish impression. Will move the sticks with a 15-yard run. Hy-Vee is the official grocery sponsor of Northern Illinois Athletics. There's Chandler Harnish, and Lynch, as I said, doing his best Chandler Harnish impression on that run right up the middle. Take a look at total yards. 576 yards of offense for the Huskies today. A big day.
Chandler Harnish looks like he wants to go back into the football game.
Yeah, what is it?
Lynch showing a great deal of athleticism, and not only showing a great deal of athleticism, showing that he really understands, the offensive sets of the Huskies. I mean, to come off the bench, I don't care who you are, come off the bench whenever it is. I mean, he's an understudy to Chandler Harnish. I don't think there's any question, but he comes out here and he's represented himself very, very well, David.
Redshirt sophomore, so he'll have 2 more years to be in control of this offense. Settle took the handoff, and I think Freddie Keebler, the turf elf, got a hand on him. Didn't look like he was touched.
Sometimes it looks like it's almost too easy. He's shaking his head a little bit. He said, hey, I should still be running.
Chandler Harnish today, 14 rushes, 229 yards on the ground, 14 throws, 14 completions and 27 throws for 203 and 1 pick. So he accounted for 432 yards in their offense. And Lynch breaks one. Lynch into the clear. Lynch heading toward the end zone. Lynch is going to get a touchdown. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Give him 6. Another big quarterback run for the Huskies. And they have cracked the 50-point mark. That will give them a season high in yards. Previous high 587 at Central Michigan. Most total offense for NIU. Most points. A huge day for the Northern Illinois offense. 50-15. Sims bangs it right through. It is 51-15. We'll look at that big run when we come back. Huskies annihilating Western Michigan. We'll be right back at Comcast Sportsnet.
Advance your career with an MBA from Northern Illinois University.
I was able to balance my MBA with my professional life as well as my personal life. And best of all, NIU's MBA program is AACSB accredited and affordable.
I was impressed with the knowledge and experience of the professors, and the program provided me with a well-rounded business education. The affordability and convenient locations made my decision easy, and it made my MBA a reality.
Designed for the working professional, the MBA program at Northern Illinois University. Jumpstart your career today.
Hold on, player.
What? Why? I need to leave to watch the Eagles game.
Is that backsass? Living room. Now. Watch and learn, young buck. It's on. Only NFL Sunday Ticket gives you your Eagles in every other game every Sunday right at home.
For real?
Do I look make-believe?
No. Wait,
Upgrade to NFL Sunday Ticket and get every game every Sunday only with DirecTV.
With DeKalb, strength runs deep in Illinois. All season long, DeKalb stands strong, powering through the season, standing tall even in the toughest conditions. So when it comes time to harvest, you're bringing out the big scales. Count on industry-leading genetics and advanced genuity traits to help you get more from every acre for results you can take to the bin. For strong roots, stalks, and yields, go with DeKalb. 100 years strong in Illinois.
51-15, Northern Illinois. Let's take a look at the big run by quarterback Jordan Lynch out of Mount Carmel.
Great run, great job of downfield blocking. And David, as I said time and again watching, whether it's Jordan Lynch or Chandler Harnish, these plays are made because of the big guys up front. I mean, they have gashed Western Michigan's front seven. This is an outstanding offensive line. Jordan Lynch here, great athleticism. Jordan Lynch is a young guy from Chicago, played in the Catholic League at Mount Carmel High School for the legendary, and I don't say that lightly, Frank Lenti is probably one of the fine high school football coaches of all time, not only in the Chicago area, but across the country. Frank's done a magnificent job at Mount Carmel in establishing that great Catholic League Mount Carmel tradition.
Well, that whole Lenti family, Gene Lenti, Ponsetto, athletic director, yes. Paul, Eugene Lenti. I mean, there's a bunch of the Lentis who've made their mark in the athletic world. Big return for Western Michigan.
I'll tell you, you go to Mount Carmel.
Back out around the 34, 35-yard line. That was Dervon Wallace.
You go to Mount Carmel, a recruited football player, you're going to get a great young man and a well-coached high school football player.
They've had some great ones. You think back, Frank Komet to Donovan McNabb. I mean, there's been some outstanding players that came out. Yeah. 9:05 left. All that's left is to figure out the final score. The Huskies absolutely blowing out the Broncos of Western Michigan. Inside run for Western Michigan, and they have a brand new signal caller in the game, I believe, and that is Tyler Van Tubbergen, sophomore out of Holland, Michigan, redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 197, and a brand new running back carrying there. It's Tevin Drake.
You know, we mentioned Frank Lenti at Mount Carmel. Remember one thing, his brother David, the defensive coordinator, assistant head coach, he is a huge part of that success there also.
Another handoff again. They stay on the ground, and a big gain. Western Michigan's Tevin Drake, 2 straight successful carries. Deshane Durant with the tackle. Look at the ground attack for these two quarterbacks. 344 yards between the two quarterbacks on the ground.
Well, these young guys they're both athletic. Obviously, both understand the offenses, the nuances of the offenses, of Northern Illinois' offense. Do a great job. They both have a great presence on the field. Obviously, great leadership skills. But the one thing that I really respect about Northern Illinois' offense, and Coach Dorn, I'm sure he would reflect this if he was asked, it is truly a team type of offense. You see running backs blocking. You see wide receivers going downfield blocking. You see offensive linemen getting their initial block and then going down to the next level. Great effort. Again, well coached.
There's a throw, there's a catch. Knocked out at the 22-yard line. Again, the new quarterback, if you're just tuning in, is Tyler Van Tubbergen.
You know, and David, from the other sideline across the field, Bill Kubit, I mean, this has been a rough day, obviously, for Western Michigan University. But I will tell you this, he'll have this football team right back in the mix of things, and starting next week.
They ran into a buzzsaw today. Football's on the ground, football rolling, it is knocked back in play. Who's got it? Northern Illinois, I believe Bass is on it. I believe Northern Illinois has recovered. We will wait for the official signal. Let's see what they say.
And there's a flag on the field also, David. Or is the flag marking where the ball was dislodged? That's what I think it is. initially.
Officials are discussing. We do have a penalty marker on the field. The ball was batted back into the field of play. Don't know if it ever made contact or if the man did with the out-of-bounds area. We will find out. We'll hear what the referee has to say. He will clue us in. I believe it was recovered for Northern Illinois by number 6, Jamal Bass.
The ruling on the field is that the runner fumbled the ball. During the fumble, the defender illegally batted the ball. The foul is for an illegal bat. It will be enforced 10 yards at the spot of the foul. The ball will be returned to the offense. First down.
Let's take a look. Explain to us, Coach. I don't get this one.
Here's the handoff. There's the fumble. Here's when the ball is batted. Now, you could say that he was carrying the football and he dropped it, but obviously the official saw it as a batted ball, which is illegal.
Right, he threw it back into the field of play.
Yes.
So there you would be coached, just grab it, and as you fly out of bounds, just hang on to it. Or make it look like you fumbled.
Well, why they have that is because a guy could be running down the field and the clock is ticking. Doesn't think he's going to get into the end zone.
Fumble forward.
Take the football and throw it off to the side.
The old Dave Casper play.
Dave Casper. Very, very interesting call. A little bit of
trickeration.
Officiating education.
Clock at 7:20 and counting here in DeKalb. And Tubergen looking to the end zone, throws, and it is dropped. And we also have a flag. Arnheim was the intended receiver, number 12, Robert Arnheim. But it looks like we're going to get a pass interference call here.
Pass interference, defense number 15. In the end zone. The ball's placed at the two-yard line. Automatic first down.
Ward gave it to who, me?
What do you mean me?
Me?
Let's see. There's the throw. Where's the penalty? The penalty looked like it was 11.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Rashawn Melvin.
I think they got the call wrong. They got the penalty right. They got the call wrong.
It is 11. It is Rashawn Melvin.
Yeah. And the coaches will, when they do their film evaluation, they will.
That's why Ward went. Wait a second.
Don't be giving me
Wait 1 minute here, my friends.
Gentlemen,
or,
I don't want my coaches thinking that, or the fans.
Or as in the words of one of our very close friends, not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend.
You think Coach Corso was patented that, copyrighted that remark?
He should. There's a toss to the end zone. There is a Western Michigan touchdown. Antoine Scriven finds pay dirt. And we've seen 72 points scored in this game.
At the half, we discussed this.
We thought, wow, this game is not going to see the number of points everyone thought.
No, not at all. I mean, the second half, I don't know what Coach Dave Doran did at the halftime, but I would have liked to have been down in that locker room to hear that.
Tremendous speech and adjustments. Extra point kick for Potter is good. So it is 51-22. It was 15-7 Western Michigan, and Northern Illinois went on a amazing tear, and they have outscored them 36-7.
Let's talk a little bit of history here, David, okay? Coach Dave Doran came here from the University of Wisconsin. He did not inherit a good football team. He inherited a good football program. And there's a big difference between a good team and a good program. A good program is a succession of good teams. And that goes back, to my way of thinking, back to Joe Novak. Maybe one of the true gentlemen ever in the coaching profession. And, you know, he had some seasons here early on, 1 year, 0-11. He stuck to the task, brought in great kids.
You know who deserves a lot of the credit for
I know what
Kerry Groth, the athletic director, here at the time. Kerry Groth said, I brought the right guy here. He's 1-23 at that point. And there was heat.
Sure.
And she said, I'm not going to fire him. He's the right guy. The program was that far down. And she stuck with him, and he fixed it. And they ended up having a team that was BCS ranked.
Kerry Groth, you're exactly right.
She deserves a ton of credit for this program getting on solid ground. By the way, my math was a little off. 44-7 since the second quarter. NIU. I was underestimating them a bit. That kick will head into the end zone, and it will be down there by Daniels.
Then, again, the gentleman that Joe Novak was. New athletic director comes in, Jim Phillips. If you remember this, you and I did the opening game here when Southern Illinois beat Northern Illinois.
Correct.
And we talked about Jerry Kill at that time. And then Jerry Kill ended up the successor to Joe Novak. But the one thing when we talked to Jerry Kill about when he inherited the program, how Joe Novak stepped in and took him under his wing and acclimated him and talked to him about the tradition here and the things and the recruiting and all those things. And that gave Jerry Kill an opportunity also to be successful.
No question about it. Another big run for the Huskies as they continue to gash the Western Michigan defense. Leighton Settle, sophomore out of Madison, Wisconsin, showing really good foot speed. This kid's quick.
One aspect of this, I know, it's a big day today. Dave Doran's got to be excited. It's homecoming and on, the announcement of the new facility. But one of the things he's going to have an opportunity to do is to take this film, evaluate it with his coaches, and use it and make sure that his team understands that there's still a long way to go to be the kind of football team that he wants them to be, especially from a special team standpoint.
Settle again. Settle trying to cut it back inside, still on his feet, all the way down to the 14-yard line.
You're right, David. This is an outstanding athlete, this young guy. A lot of shake, a lot of quickness. I mean, he takes it to the outside. That's just outrunning people. And here he shows great vision cutting the ball back. I mean, you see those great running backs through the years. You watch an NFL game where they show that the camera, those guys, their eyes get real big. Their vision is just, to be a great running back, you have to have great vision.
Clock inside 5:40 to go. Outcome no longer in doubt. Final score, yes. Lynch runs right into a wall of defenders. He'll lose yardage.
What did you say? Outcome?
I said outcome no longer in doubt.
Score.
Score still up in the air.
I like that. I'm going to keep that one in my book.
Keep that in your holster.
I'm not going to attribute it to you when I use it, though.
No, you never would.
David, I have a non-football question to ask you, and I'm going to lean on your expertise. I'm going to wait until the time is right.
You got it. Bring it on.
All right.
Another NIU handoff to another running back, Jamal Womble, out of Teaching, North Carolina, 5'11", 247.
Deferring to your baseball expertise at this time of the year, who plays in the World Series?
I will say the St. Louis Cardinals are going to the World Series, and I will say the Texas Rangers. This will not make one Ann Kamel very happy.
Watch out for those Tigers tonight, my friend.
Womble is going to lose yardage. He is thrown down at the 23.
One of the Broncos is down. I think we have here, David, number 38.
Yes, we do. We have a man down, and it is Chris Prom, a sophomore linebacker out of Saukville, Wisconsin.
I think he twisted his knee as he was going down. I think he planted his leg, and when he went to make the tackle, I think he twisted his ankle. Excuse me, his knee. Gosh, you don't like to see this.
No.
You just don't like to see this.
Hy-Vee is the official grocery sponsor of Northern Illinois Athletics, and we thank them for their support and all the sponsors here on Comcast Sportsnet. Good to see him up and able to get off prom on his own.
You know, David, Mid-American Conference football, and you and I are both great admirers of this conference. What a product week in and week out that this conference puts on the field. Anyone, I would suggest to anybody, you live near a Mid-American school, you get an opportunity to travel to a Mid-American football game, you will see a quality product in a great atmosphere.
All right, Sims with another field goal try. See if he can bang this one through. 38-yard attempt. Snap, set, it is blocked. Football is on the ground. He will cover up. NIU will fall on it. See who made the recovery. Near fell on it. And that's where Western Michigan will get the football. So they blocked the field goal attempt.
That was a very, very low trajectory. Very low trajectory. I'm putting this one on the kicker.
Trevor Ishmael, strong safety freshman, Miami, Florida, was the man who got the block. We'll take a timeout. 3:26 left. It's all Huskies today.
After retirement, hip pain made it difficult for me to enjoy golf. Then Dr. Jane told me about the Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital.
Joe had extensive arthritis of his hip, and he was a great candidate for total hip replacement. The day after surgery, Joe was walking with assistance. 3 weeks later, he was walking on his own.
Now I'm walking the course again with my friends and enjoying the activities I love.
The Center for Joint Care at Kishwaukee Community Hospital. More active, less limits.
Excuse me, how about a cooking class with me right now?
Oh my gosh!
You Curtis Stone? I have got a beautiful dish that's really inexpensive that you're going to love. Take all natural Amana ground beef and throw that straight on in there. Jump on in there.
I'm good at browning.
Huskies in control, 51-22. David Kaplan, Bob Kamel, and Luke Stuckmeyer here at Brigham Field at Husky Stadium. Western Michigan trying to have some offensive productivity here before the end of the ball game as we drip toward the 3:15 mark, and that will be a first down. Sean Evans came up to make the stop on Jordan White, whose numbers are huge today. Tyler Van Tubergen is in at quarterback in relief of Alex Carter. White came into the game 4 consecutive weeks, 10 or more catches in a ball game. And Tubergen going long, and he just misses his man. That was for Jordan White.
We're going to have a holding penalty here, David.
White, 12 catches for 98 yards. So if he does not pick up 2 more yards, it will snap his 4-game 100-yard streak. But he's got the 5-game streak now with 10-plus catches.
10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
But it will all go for naught. No scores for him today, and the Broncos trailing by 29.
Well, it'll be a long bus ride back to Kalamazoo for Coach Kubit and the Broncos, but
it's amazing when you and I both coach, when you get in the bus after a win, doesn't matter if it's an 8-hour ride, it flies. When you lose, it could be an hour and it feels like a day. Huskies gang tackling Antoine Scriven.
You know, David, we've done a number of Mid-American games together, and you know, we mentioned Bill Kubit before. They just don't come any better than this guy. I mean,
excellent coach.
Excellent coach, and you know, a guy that if you've got a son that plays high school football and is interested in playing college football, that's the kind of guy you want to have coach your son.
He, Dave Dorn, a really good group of coaches in this league. Looking, fires, and it is caught. Ansel Ponder makes the catch. Be a gain of about 4. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6 situation for Western Michigan as we drip to 2 minutes.
What a great day, Midwestern college football. It just doesn't get any better than this.
The best. And that one is picked, and that's how it'll end Western Michigan's offensive day. At $1:44, the interception by Michael Santacaterina. Michael Santacaterina gets the interception for Northern Illinois. He picks off Tyler Van Tubergen. Here's the throw. Throws into tight coverage. He misses his man. It was intended for Ansel Ponder. And the Huskies will take a couple knees and wrap this one up. Ball game in the books for the NIU Huskies.
And there isn't a happier young man than that anywhere in all of college football.
Michael Santacaterina. I don't know how they fit that on the jersey. And they call this the Victor E. Husky formation. Victory formation.
I think you just named it the Victor E. Husky formation. Not to be confused with the Diesel formation.
Correct.
Which is the name of the actual Husky.
Husky dog.
Husky dog. We are well versed in Husky lore.
First half turnovers went Northern Illinois, turned it over twice. Western Michigan, no turnovers. Second half, 0 for the Huskies, 2 for Western Michigan.
Halftime adjustments, my friend.
Lynch takes the knee.
David, as always, thank you.
You too, Bobby. Always enjoy working with you. And Luke Stuckmeyer.
Love it.
Great work today, and the Huskies will celebrate a homecoming victory. You can feel the chill of fall is in the air.
Thanks to Jeff Comfort, too, for coming up saying a few words.
Outstanding. Here's a look at Chandler Harnish. Great chance to be Mac West Player of the Week offensively. Over 200 yards rushing and a couple hundred yards in passing, and that will be the final play. The final play of the ball game. The Huskies win it 51-22. Time will tick down on this one. Two teams will shake hands. The two coaches will meet, and it's a big day for that gentleman, the senior quarterback of the Northern Illinois Huskies, as they get a much-needed victory. We'll take a timeout, and then we'll come back and wrap this one up. Huskies win it 51-22 here on CSN.
Cold drinks.
This broadcast of Northern Illinois football has been presented by the NIU College of Business, where the classroom meets the business world. It is time now for the Modern Woodmen of America Player of the Game. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. It's no doubt, it's Chandler Harnish. Huge day today. He ran for over 200. Counted for a ton of the Huskies' offensive productivity today in a 51-22 blowout victory of the Western Michigan Broncos, a really, really good team. Coming in 2-0 in the conference, and today Chandler Harnish just too much, over 400 yards of offense for him. 432 to be exact. So Chandler Harnish gets the job done. For Bob Clemell, for Luke Stuckmeyer, for Jim Angio, that Hall of Fame director, Bob Albrecht, and everyone else on our great CSN crew, I'm David Kaplan saying so long from Husky Stadium in DeKalb. Final score, NIU 51, Western Michigan 22. Promotional consideration to the following sponsors. Preceding an exclusive presentation of Comcast Sportsnet and Northern Illinois University. Huskies win. Have a great night, everybody. See ya.
There's a saying, the squeaky wheel.